And we are live.
Hi,
Welcome.
folks.
Hi, folks. Go ahead, Kurt.
Nice to see you. Currently, I'm not going to address you if you're here right now. I'm going to address people of the future. If you are watching this
Don't come
in the
back here.
future,
Never come back to this time. Never turn back.
that's a
Sorry.
great point. So
Yeah.
put that one in your quiver and
Uh,
keep it for later. But also, welcome. We are a channel called Liesville Enjoy, and we play small press role-playing games every week. This one we're going to be making a little world, doing a little world building. It's called Grasping Nettles, but we won't be playing it until our third member joins us, which is going to happen in a little bit, just a little bit. So take that view that viewfinder, that little what time is it in the video, and drag it on forward until you see three of us. That's when we're going to be playing the game. If you'd like to hear us chat, do a little bit of yapping before that happens. Didn't really mean to do that
that was
cool rhyme
good.
there. Stick around, because
Yapping
that's what we'll be
before it
doing.
happened. Okay, so this is like, you know how like there's all these like post show podcasts now that come out where like you can like listen to it after you've seen whatever recent episode of Pluribus. That was a good reference of something that's happening right now.
I'll take your word for it. Lost on me.
We're like that, but for our own stream, and we do it before. So this is like kind of like our talk pack podcast where we review the stream. We do it first. It is called Yapping Before It Happens. Is that what you said? Yeah. Yapping Before It Happens, our new podcast. So Kurt, how do you think this stream went?
Oh, yeah, no, it was great. I have to say, for the first like half hour, I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. I
Yeah.
feel like we had a little bit of a bumpy piece of friction because I hadn't quite finished building out the spreadsheet yet. And also,
Yeah.
like rondels, we got that into that big distracting discussion of what
Whole
is a
Rondels
rondel.
tirade, yeah.
And
Kurt
then,
started screaming about Rondels. I
yeah,
think, I don't know.
there was that whole like mushroom tangent as well, where I
Hmm.
was like, oh, I think it maybe there should be mushroom people, and then we were like, yeah, but are they animals or plants?
Right.
And that was
And
a,
you had to like walk us through the taxonomy. Yeah.
but then once we finished that at around the 2 hour mark, I would say that's when it really,
When we started playing the game, that's the part I liked.
yeah. So next week when we make the second faction, I think it's really gonna come into place. It's really gonna like come into its own.
This convenient one-shot game that we turned into a 4 months campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of happened a little bit. I really like the part
Yeah.
of the beginning where we did the sort of discussion about what was about to happen in the game. I thought that part was really
No,
interesting.
that was good. When we did that, I thought to myself, it sounds like we're joking, but really we just know exactly what's going to happen, and this is preparation for
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah,
and ourselves.
uh, did oh wait, my is our stream looking good? My bit rate looks a little bad. Are we okay?
I mean,
We
this
on
isn't
the
something
internet?
I can answer.
I really hope we're on the internet. Yeah, I think we are.
And one of the things I really liked was near the beginning when we weren't sure if we were live at all, and we might have just been talking into the void. That was like a cool gotcha moment.
So cool.
Yeah.
Kurt, I've
Kind
just
of just like a
realized as you were introducing that we play, what did you call it? Small press?
small press.
I was like, oh shit. So my like alcohol preferences are like craft breweries and cideries, and my RPG preferences are small press games. I'm that guy. I'm that guy through and through.
That's how it is. That's where the good stuff is. That's where anybody who actually cares about what they're doing is.
Whoa.
Look, don't tell me that Coors is proud of their work. I don't believe it. It's a beer company.
Coors.
You big nicheman.
I couldn't understand your Canadian accent. It was.
Coors.
I feel like you
No,
said cores. Is that how you said it?
Coors. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had to say it aloud before because
Because
I've
why
never
would you ever
had
talk
one.
about it? What purpose could there be to say this word?
I was a snob before I liked beer. I was a snob about it because I knew that there was a massive oligopoly that governed the whole business, and I thought, why would we do this? Um,
Fair.
and
You
then
were cool.
eventually I started liking it, but that's a whole other thing. That's
You started
unrelated.
liking beer in general,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Coors.
By exposure, I feel like
Uh,
if I did it again, I probably wouldn't bother.
you would have skipped beer entirely. This is a great question.
Yeah,
So speed run on life. This time, skip beer.
skip beer. What's it
Okay,
doing? I could be
interesting.
doing other things.
Because you've become a full cocktail man. Is that
That is
your
true.
thing?
Yeah, that is true.
Do you
I
still
don't
keep
know if
ciders in the game or no?
I do like cider. I feel like I don't often buy bottled beverages though, because I don't know, then I don't get
Why?
to be creative at
Why
the same
bother?
time. It's kind of
Yeah,
fun to be creative.
I like that. What? But sometimes it's too much effort. No? Is there ever a moment where you just want to crack open a cold one?
Uh, am I grounded enough for that to be just something that's true about me? Is that the kind of person I am? Or am I just
Fascinating.
too extra about everything?
About everything.
I'm not really the kind of guy who cracks open a frozen dinner because I'm hungry. I'm the kind of guy who goes, oh no, well, I better put the lentils on. Why did I wait so long?
This is true about you, and it's something that makes me feel bad about myself because like if we're gonna like, eat together, I'm often like like let's keep it easy. Let's just like we'll just go out somewhere. We'll grab some takeout or something, and you're like, no, I will cook you a hearty home cooked meal from scratch. It's the easiest way to do it, really, if you think about it. And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, totally. That's how I feel as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it takes the same amount of time. I don't know what to tell you.
I
If
think you
you
might be
order a
right. I think you
pizza,
might be
it's gonna
right.
take you like 20 minutes for it to get
Sure.
here.
Yeah.
And by that time, you're probably most of the way done cooking. I don't know.
No, it is a good point. I don't think you're wrong, but like I think most of us have like a psychological bias towards inaction. We're like, ah, everything's so hard. I'll just take the easy way. And you're like, but why? Let me make this cocktail from scratch. It will bring me great authentic joy.
There are things that I believe in shortcuts for sure.
Uh-huh.
I'm not like just a super person doing all the things. That's
Okay.
definitely not who I am.
Okay.
Um, but you know, I feel like there's certain things that I might as well do. I might as well do it.
Mm.
Whatever. I'm just gonna the thing. Okay, part of it's necessity,
Okay.
right? Because I in university, pause that
Uh,
story and say hello, 22 individuals, including Amanda, who is our third, who is joining us ever so shortly
yeah, welcome in. Spellbound. Nice to see you.
for the first
Other
time.
21 people for the first time. This is true. Thanks for coming on over. Hello, Lord Monk. Highlighting your message, flaunting your channel points. You say, Spellbound, you're new here, but not I. I know the
I
ropes.
have points for the channel,
I have
and
many
I shall use
points.
them here. Would we have read it out anyway, regardless? Probably. But but now it's so purple and highlighted, and we're all so proud.
I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Impressed is better than proud. Yeah, that's true. If we were proud of you, that would imply a certain filial relationship that I don't think we probably have, Lord Monkey. I wouldn't have named you Lord Monkey, for one
Oh,
thing.
I don't think it's monkey. Do you think it's monkey? There's only a K at the end.
In my heart, it's Monkey.
Okay, for you, it's monkey. Hi, Otto.
Otto, making the
Welcome.
jump over from YouTube, doing the old
The
jump.
old jump.
Also, hi, Salty Tomat on YouTube. Hello.
Hello.
Maybe you're looking great, Salty Tomat. We can't know.
I'm
Just
gonna
see text on
bet.
a screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
yeah.
like, who doesn't look at a tomato and think, nice tomato?
Especially if it's salty. I'm like, yeah,
Hell, yeah.
looking
Hooking
good
up with
to
that
me.
tomato. Want a little bit of that tomato. My, should I confess this on air? Why not? Why not?
Interesting.
I once cleaned up my parents' kitchen. My parents have a messy house. And I remember as we were like cleaning things, I thought they're not even going to notice anything in the morning. And my partner picked up this tomato with a moldy spot. And she was like, I'm going to throw this in the compost. And I thought, I agree that that tomato shouldn't be eaten. They're going to notice that.
They'll notice that
They're going to notice
in a
that.
bad way.
In a bad way. Yeah. And sure enough, next morning, my mom was like, "Where'd that nice tomato go?"
The nice one. Well, there's something beautiful about that, which is that even a moldy tomato that shouldn't be eaten can still be a nice tomato.
This can still be a nice tomato in someone's heart,
Yeah,
in
so
their
maybe
memory.
that's who you are, Salty Matt. Are you a moldy tomato that's still a nice tomato?
Or are you like a real nice salty tomato? And y'all looking great.
Jamie's just showing up saying, "Oh, thank you for the belated Fang Gang raid. We appreciate it." I just love Jamie showing up saying the raid didn't work for me,
It
and
didn't work for me.
I'm just
Raiding right now.
I was imagining like like a bunch of like Vikings come ashore at an English monastery and have raided the whole thing, and then like 20 minutes later, just like one soaked Norseman is just like climbs up and is like, "Guys, the raid didn't work for me." And then you just like you attack some Marvel statue just for fun, just to get it in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
for
only
the
makes
points,
sense. For the points, try to get that multiplier up.
Yeah, you got to. Guys, give us the lowdown on Amanda. What secrets do we need to know about her stream so that we can sound like we watched it when she gets here?
I think they were playing Marvel, which is short for Marvelous.
Marvelous Legends. Yeah. No, Marvelous Rivals.
I think, no, it's just called Marvelous, and it's about a little old man named Marvin the Marvelous.
Marvin the Marvelous.
Yeah.
The thing is that Amanda wants to join this room, but it's funnier to talk about what her stream is not. I'm going to let her in, guys. I'm going to let her on the stream. What do you think?
It's time.
Okay.
It's time.
Here we go. She's coming. Boom.
And there Amanda is.
Welcome. Hi.
Hello.
And this is also the grand reveal of our new overlay for today, made by one Kurt Reffling. Don't say it.
Could have been anyone.
Look at all those leaves. Guess who drew them?
I love this thumbnail, by the way. This thumbnail on YouTube. If you guys are watching on Twitch, you need to go over to, I mean, we could use our thumbnails on Twitch. You can upload them after the fact if you want. Okay. But you guys need to check it out. If you can't see it on Twitch, you need to go over to YouTube and look, because Kurt, you've like outdone yourself. You even incorporated my photos into the thing that did you draw this?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously.
I guess my photo was like the reference that you would use, but I'm just like, whoa, hardcore.
Y'all will have to forgive me that I gave Anthony a red sweater. Anthony did not provide me a photo, and I just had to guess what clothing Anthony would be wearing, and I was wrong.
I love it.
Pretty sure blue shirt is a safe bet in almost 80% of cases, so.
Had to be red sweater.
Good to know. 80% of the time, Anthony claims he wears a blue shirt.
Yeah, track that on future streams. See if that's correct.
Answering the two most different questions. Jamie, I did not trace the leaves. That would probably have taken more time. I draw things. I'm an artist. And Lord Monkey, who is monkey in my heart.
No.
I'm just going to start saying it. It's not marijuana. It's in fact nettles. Because the game we'll be playing today is called Grasping Nettles.
Ooh. Grasping Nettles. All right, guys, round table. What do you think about nettles? How do you feel? What are your emotions?
When I think of nettles, I think of who's the guy with the rusty spoon? Salad Fingers.
Salad Fingers. Does Salad Fingers say anything about nettles, or just nettles to salad connection?
No, there is some nettles.
I think he says something about nettles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he licks nettles.
Yeah, that's
he licks them. Okay.
You can actually eat nettles, like the stinging nettle, contrary to its name. No,
you can.
Actually, like
you
it's.
Could.
No,
but also.
You can.
Maybe don't lick them.
No.
I don't know.
You have to cook them.
No, you should cook them.
You should cook them.
But you should also cook a potato. It would be weird to lick a raw potato.
That's true. It's bad for you.
I think this is insane. The layout is also crazy. This whole thing is crazy. My friends are talented. I have talented friends. Well, you're talented too, Anthony. Even though you didn't draw this, so I'm gonna have to dock some points.
Yeah.
In
and
the
stream was
category.
up late, so all sorts of
No.
untalented.
You guys were good. We were just chilling. We were playing the winter special with Jeff. So you just go around and you have to like paint an area by like using Jeff's spray, which is normally water in the game. But in this version, it's paint.
It's
And
usually
paints-
water, Kurt.
It's usually
Yeah, and so
water.
it's area control. You're just going around trying to cover the area. But there are other Jeffs on other teams. There's 3 teams.
Oh,
You each have your
no.
own color. So you're also trying to eliminate the other Jeffs.
The Jeffs are just
so that
spraying
they
each other.
can't spray the area. And when you kill them, if you're a fighter,
What do you mean? What do you mean when you kill them?
when you kill them, if you're a fighter, if you're a striker, then you paint the area with the death. They disappear, and the area that you killed them in, that whole area gets painted. So you can also paint with murder.
So there's one
With
character
their
who's
blood.
joyfully spraying paint all over the place like some game of Splatoon, and another one who's just murdering the
everyone,
little
yeah.
being.
Sounds
To
marvelous.
cover the area like in Splatoon, but with death. Yeah.
Well, the things you learn.
Welcome to Lies You'll Enjoy, everybody, and Amanda and Jeff spraying enthusiasts. This is a little corner of the internet where we play a word that I've just learned from Kurt: small press RPGs. Is that what you said?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like little indie storytelling games, role-playing games, all sorts of games that require making up stuff in your head with your friends on a sleepy little January night. We're here most Mondays, and it's almost always the 3 of us, except for when Anthony's too stressed. And you probably want to know who these 3 people are. Let me tell you. I'm the aforementioned Anthony, and I've had many lives. In one of them, I do economics, boring. And another one, I wrote kids' books, cool, neat, interesting. Speaks of a creative mind, one you might be interested in watching tell stories for an evening. Sure hope so. But not just that mind. There are other minds that you might be interested in watching tell stories for an evening, including the one that's down there.
Well, hey, that's me. I'm the one that's always down here. My name is Kurt. I am a lover of role-playing games. I am a designer of role-playing games. But on Monday nights, I am a player of role-playing games. Folks, somebody has to do it. And I am so pleased to be here tonight with my 2 friends, one of whom hasn't introduced herself yet.
Hi, I'm Amanda. You might know me from the stream that you rated in from, if you rated in from my stream. I am a streamer, a YouTuber, a cosplayer, an actor, also a voice actor, and I love playing role-playing games. I love telling cool stories, being weird characters. Last week, I played a really weird character who was a science experiment who thought they were the only alien of their kind, who was kind of a bug guy with big goggles, and it was so lovely. And this week, I'm very excited to be playing this game where instead of us playing a character, I think we're going to be doing some world creation, which I also love because we just get to kind of tell a story through the creation of a world around us. And it also reminds me of how much in stories the location and the setting can actually add to the story itself, which is pretty cool.
But you can't be a weird little guy.
I can't be a weird little guy, but I could create weird little flourishes in our world.
You're gonna be okay, even though you can't be a weird little guy.
Can't be a weird little guy.
You're
No,
gonna
but
survive.
I know that we for sure won't have weird little guys.
We could
though,
create
is the
some weird
thing.
little guys.
I'm
we
reasonably
could populate
confident.
our world with weird little guys if we want to. You know, that's the beauty of world making.
Fast forward 1 hour, and here in Weird Little Guy-averse, there's a weird little guy mayor.
That there could be an element of that. We'll see. We tend to tell stories that are either full of weird little guys, or we tell stories that are like really devastating and heartbreaking. And sometimes we do both of those things.
Sometimes the weird little guys make you cry, and you're like, well, that's fucked up. That's not okay.
That's weird.
Doesn't seem fair. I didn't sign up for this.
I am also a person that usually eats on stream because I've been streaming and making content for most of my day. So as to confirm that, I will eat this last nugget Thank you, Jamie, for getting me these nuggets
Aw.
on my stream.
The final nugget. Everyone, moment of silence for the final nugget so that we can all hear Amanda chewing. That's just a joke. It gets filtered out over the Zoom call.
Nice try, everyone.
Haha.
You thought you'd get free ASMR? Not today.
Not today.
Chicken nugget ASMR, is that a thing?
How could it not be?
Probably.
Huh. Is there a rule 34 for ASMR now? Anything that can be ASMR is ASMR?
Oh, there is. Definitely there is. Chicken nugget ASMR.
Kurt's
oh my
disappointed in
gosh.
me.
There is so much.
No, there's so much. Wow. This is great. Good to know.
The top one from 5 years ago on Google that I'm seeing. This doesn't even have as many views as this one. Okay, the highest views that I'm seeing for this type of ASMR.
What type, Amanda?
ASMR McDonald's Chicken McNuggets eating sounds. That's what the video is called. 56.5 million views.
Wow. People love chicken nugget ASMR.
They love it. From 8 years
We're
ago.
in the wrong strand of content making.
Yeah, we could be just doing this apparently, and 56.5 million views. Granted, that video is 8 years old, so it's had some time to cook, but whoa.
You're right. This video also will have 60 million views.
Pretty sure, yeah.
In 8 years.
Fast forward 8 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Fast forward to the end of the stream where we're talking about weird little guys, and then fast forward 8 years, 56.5 million views.
If you're watching in 2034 on YouTube, comment down below.
Oh my gosh.
But we are here to play games. I gotta be honest with you. That's what we're here for. And we should learn about said game so that we can indeed play it. Kurt, is there a game we're gonna play?
There is a game we're going to play. It is a game called Grasping Nettles, which was written by Adam Bell. Grasping Nettles is a world-building game where we're going to tell the story of a community over generations. At least one of them, depending on how quickly we move. This game uses a very cool mechanic, which some of you who were watching earlier this season will recognize. It is called a rondel. And in this game, we are going to be taking a wheel of actions and moving pieces around it of actions. We're going to be moving pieces around on that wheel, and we're going to be selecting what action we do and using that to tell another piece of our community, introducing an element that they struggle with day to day, an event that happens, a new faction, a location, a glimpse. This has a lot of shared DNA with, as I alluded to, a game called Florilegium, which we played about a magic sort of academia situation where magic takes a very long time. And by we, I mean Kurt and Anthony, because Amanda wasn't there. But maybe some of you
I was going to say, I don't remember this one.
But Amanda's like, that's probably normal.
I was like, sounds familiar, but also I don't know what that is. So, but then that makes sense because I didn't play that one. I got to go back and watch the VOD, which you can do on YouTube.
Wow.
If you ever miss us,
that's
where you can find us on the YouTube channel for those of you that are watching on Twitch. Although we do have some people watching over on YouTube as well. So hello, YouTube friends. I hope you're doing well over there.
Yeah, that's what we hope.
Guys, you need to know something. Kurt loves rondels. Like,
loves them.
He loves them so much.
Who doesn't love a rondel, really?
Rondels are kind of delightful.
Surely most people aren't aware of the rondel as a concept.
Well, yeah, but they just don't know what it is.
Of
if
those
they
who
knew
know
what a rondel was, they would love it too.
I think so. I think that's true. That's definitely true. Yeah.
All right. Yeah,
by the end of tonight, give us a sense of whether you also love rondels now that you have seen them played, you know? If anybody doesn't love rondels, we will give you your money back.
But only if you've given us money, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
But some of you are subscribed, so yeah, some of you we could do that with.
Let's not promise that, because I don't know how to do it.
I don't know how. We'll give you your money back, but we're so
complicated.
We're so firm in our belief that you're gonna love Arundel. We'll give you your money back, except we don't know how to do that. But don't worry, you won't need it.
It's gonna be good.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Jamie's just laid 100 bits on this.
Oh, for the bet. 100-bit bet.
Bets.
100-bit bet.
I love
So
it.
here's, I guess, how you play.
Yeah, let's find out.
In this game, there are 3 tokens, little squares that exist on a circle. Squares on a circle.
There's no circle.
Classic board game situation. We are going to be taking turns rolling a die and then moving one of those pieces the number of spaces that we rolled. There's some flexibility here because the spaces kind of overlap and you can go like in a level of the circle and step away from the center of the circle, but you're taking X number of steps where X is your roll. You're going clockwise around the circle, and when you land on a space, you do the thing associated with that action. It is not too tricky.
Oh.
But before we start, we are just going to, figure out what our game world is. Let's get a general
No
sort
big
of
deal.
pitch of our setting. Let's get a genre. Do we
Okay.
feel fantasy, sci-fi, post-cyberpunk, rom-com, slice of life? What kind of world is this? I'm going to say one thing right up front. I drew so many leaves today. I want there to be plants.
Yeah, I was thinking erudite political drama, kind of West Wing style. What do you think?
I
Like,
was
for real?
thinking a romantic comedy with plants.
Okay, these are both good suggestions.
Could we
Hold on, wait.
combine these things? Could it be?
Yeah, I think we could. I think we
I
could.
think we could.
I think the 2 industries in this city that we're imagining
Uh-huh.
are in fact like nurseries which raise plants for sale. I think it's a town that grows many flowers. Maybe this is some equivalent realm to like
Is it
the
Flower Town?
Netherlands. Is that a reference to our hometown? Is that what you just did?
I think it actually is, but
Did
I
you
didn't
do it
mean
on
to do that,
purpose?
but now that I think about it, I'm like, it is. We are from Flower Town.
I didn't know that.
And I think
Yeah.
there's also just like
Place of origin.
business there. I think this is like a high-powered political center, but also you get funding if you're a high-powered political center. That's just something that happens. And so there's these beautiful curated gardens in the city and a whole industry that exists to support them.
Ooh, okay.
That's cute. I like it.
So the rom-com is not about plants falling in love. There just happen to be plants nearby.
Amanda, what did you mean?
Well, now that you say it, I'm thinking it could be about plants falling in love. Why not? Because we are probably also breeding plants, right?
Okay.
Usually there's not sentience involved in that process.
No, but there could be. We don't know. Maybe plants are sentient and we just can't register it.
My worst nightmare is a vegan.
Is it plants are sentient? True.
And we simply don't know.
Well, we can always exit if it is too disturbing.
It's not really that. I'm just trying to figure out how we reconcile your 2 extremely different ideas.
Well,
There's
I
something
like the
I like.
idea.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. There's something I like about this idea of like, okay, so maybe we are sort of grounded in this like erudite political drama, this capital of political intrigue. I like the like HBO version of this where like we find out through this like intensive breeding program that the plants do start to display sentience in some way. And this really kind of impacts our worldview, changes how we have to think
everything.
about things.
And now they have to handle like, what are we going to do now that we've discovered the plants might be sentient?
Yeah, right?
Great.
Seems like it
All
could
right.
be interesting.
And then maybe there's people that are also just like, I mean, if it's HBO, there's always people hooking up and falling in love.
Okay.
So that could be an element that comes into play.
Sure.
Now here's
But I'm
something.
also open to that not coming into play. So we can just feel what feels right in the world.
Now, I will say there is one big asset that we have in reconciling these disparate ideas.
Big
and that's
asset.
that Big asset, huge asset.
Huge
And that is that-
asset.
That's what we were doing.
We were
Amanda.
already making that joke,
The
Amanda.
joke we were making. I'm glad you liked it.
I like it.
Good, thank you.
10 out
Our
of 10.
community is not a monolith. Different factions are going to have different opinions and different like perspectives and responsibilities. We can absolutely have a plant faction and also, a like political elite, or we have a faction for the different things that we want to explore.
Yeah, that's
It-
true.
So I think we can work on this as we go.
Do you like it, Kurt? Me and Amanda have thrown a lot of things out. Is this at all scratching the right itch for you?
Oh, well, this week I'm not leading the game.
No, I know, but you are a member of it, and I want to make sure that you like where we're going.
I just wanted to make sure that we didn't think that I was like the be all end all of game after last week's different paradigm.
We got too used to being deferential to Kurt, game master.
That was what I was
But you
making
are
sure.
the one that knows the game.
I think we do it. I think we go forward with
You
this.
think
Folks,
it works? I think it
candor,
sounds fun.
we had the option to do like a prefab scenario, and I didn't think that would be faster for us because I thought that we would get distracted learning about the pre-written groups. So figured quicker to just, whip it up ourselves. So
Whip it up.
whip it up. Do we want to say, let's limit this perhaps to the scope of like the metropolitan area
Okay,
around
I think that seems good.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're in the big city. Flower City.
Like the big
Flower
garden
City.
city,
Garden City? Garden City is
Garden
cute.
City.
Oh, I like that. Can we call it Garden City? Is that cool?
Sure. I'm sure there's other garden cities out there, but they're not this one.
Not this one.
Not our
It's
city.
the OG in some way.
This one maybe
some
has
way.
sentient plants, perhaps. It's possible.
Kurt, this game really looks like Florilegium when I look at the play area.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's because Florilegium
It
is
is.
based on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool though. It's really cool.
So is
Yeah.
this the same people as Florilegium? that
No,
made the
so
game?
the designer of this game put out a guide to develop it into your own game using a similar system. And if you do that, you have a little badge that you put on your game that says this game reinvents the wheel.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
So
And
wait,
that's
how
cute.
OG is this rondel for this game? Like, is this the rondel of rondels, or
I haven't personally seen another rondel in role-playing games, but that doesn't mean that there weren't earlier rondels.
okay, interesting. This is how old is this game? Off the top of your head, pop quiz.
Top of my head,
No
2022,
pressure. Ooh.
Okay, well,
So pretty new.
probably early 2022.
guys, the game world, the indie game world is like fresh and new and full of innovation. This is the place
Including
to be,
rondels.
including rondels. Does AI have rondels? No. So think about that.
Get wrecked, folks. Okay, cool. So our game's going to begin with a special rule for the first
I
three
think-
turns. Oh,
The first rondel, according to Google.
Rondel facts.
are you
Rondels-
quoting AI about rondel?
Well, maybe. It's
Oh
from
no,
it's
the
from a
AI is
Reddit
taking
post.
our rondels.
No. It's from a Reddit post. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
the AI is quoting the Reddit post, but that was one of the top hits. They were talking about where they first saw rondels in the board game world, because rondels are more common
True.
in board games, where I have seen them before and played quite a few games that use them, and pretty much every game I've played that uses one I've really loved. And apparently what I'm seeing at a cursory glance from people's discussions online is, but also, yes, the AI overview also says this, so question everything the AI overview tells us, but it's 2005 is what they're saying.
First rondel. You heard it here first.
Which honestly sounds correct to me based on my experience playing board games from when I remember like seeing one.
You remember from games from 2005?
Yeah.
How old were you? Never mind.
Old enough to play games.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
To my knowledge, Matt Gertz pioneered the rondel. Matt Gertz being the designer of Navigador and
Okay.
a bunch of other better-known games than Navigador. But
was like,
Gertz,
wait.
I think,
don't
only
think I've played
started
that.
publishing in the mid-2000s. So 2005 is probably right.
Yeah, so that's probably when they started showing up, and then for a while, probably everyone was like, let's get these in here. These are hot.
This is what you guys are here for, right? Minutia of board game history. That's what we like.
That's the different
love
show
the
that we
video.
almost made.
the minutia of board
You know,
game
it's
history.
funny because Anthony's only kind of kidding. I did once take Anthony onto a podcast I was planning to start about the history of board games, and then I realized I'm not really giving my guests the opportunities to talk about anything. I'm just researching a bunch of things and then having a free-form conversation in which I am Teacher Kurt, and that's
Discussing those
surely
things
boring.
with someone.
In other words, I didn't have enough interesting things to say, so he had to cancel the podcast.
More like, what's the point of giving guests homework for your weird idea? It surely is a crazy idea. Anyway, that's
you should still do this
another
podcast because
time.
I
Sorry.
think
It's
it's
simply
really
not going to
interesting.
happen. We simply won't do that.
The minutia of board game history. Let us know when you guys want us to do that spin-off.
Okay, folks, here's how this is going to go. On a turn, we are going to take one of the 3 faction pieces and then move it. Currently, the faction pieces aren't assigned to anything in particular. As we go through the game, we're going to be creating factions and assigning them to the different pieces. Each turn, when you move a piece onto a space, you're going to resolve the space. I'm going to go through what the different spaces are, not in super detail, but just they're not that complicated in the first place, but just here's what they are. Character. We create someone from the active faction. What do they do? Where do they hang out? We're going to describe them to the table and write down their name, what they're known for. There's an event. Something big happens. This should in some way implicate the faction that is active. It will probably implicate everyone, but in particular that one. This is not a problem that needs to be resolved. Just something that happens. A faction. Describe a new faction in the world. We're going to give them a name, define their relationship with the active faction. Because if you move a piece onto this, you're creating a new faction. You see what I'm saying here? And then if the current game token doesn't have an active faction map to it, then you create the faction and put it on that game token, which is to say, our first turn of the game will be doing this. We will make a faction on our first turn of the game, and that's true of all 3 of us, because there are 3 factions that we wish to introduce at the start of the game. So we will begin by moving one of our pieces onto the faction space. And I'm going to pause and just do that, because I think we'll have more luck having a first turn where we make something tangible than me going through the other, 5 things that we could do.
I like that.
Sounds good.
So I'll make our first faction, and I think it's obvious that this should be one of the groups that we discussed, right? I think we're just going to call these suits.
Ooh, suits.
Suits. In this high-powered world of political intrigue and subtle maneuvering, connections and alliances, there are the suits who, it's sort of a generic term to refer to anybody who is playing the game, which is what they call it in Garden City if you are involved in this. If you're playing the game, you're a suit. If you're not, you're living your life outside of that. I'm going to move number 1 onto faction. So we can all see that that is what I did here. And I'm on a separate little note here, going to whip up a small reminder of who the suits are. And that is all that really needs to be done for the first turn of the game. I just made the suits. So Anthony, I would ask if you would like to take turn 2.
Okay. So I must also make a faction. I'm thinking horticulturalists. Oh, okay, great. The horticulture.
Pause.
What?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Jen. And party of 9.
Oh,
nice
hi.
To see you folks here.
Hey, welcome. We are playing a game called Grasping Nettles, as you can see down here, which is a game about making a world just in an evening. We've really just started. We're just making the factions right now.
Truly just made the first one. We've decided this is a city that has political intrigue and also beautiful gardens, and maybe plants are becoming sentient as a result of this process. Normal stuff.
Totally normal
stuff.
Yeah. I hope you guys had a good stream over there.
Yeah. What'd you
Thanks
draw?
for coming by.
Did you guys draw, or did only Jen draw? Let us know.
Does Jen always draw on her streams? Is that a thing?
Oh, maybe not.
Usually, but she also games. Were you gaming? Whoop should probably actually go offline. Yeah, are you still live? I do that all the time when I raid. Also, thank you for bringing your folks in and trusting us with your community, Jen.
Yeah, thanks.
Also, if you need to rest and take care of yourself and do post-stream things, please do. But yes,
but if you need to
enjoy
not
us.
rest and scream at your screen instead, you can do that.
Yeah, also true.
We appreciate that.
Or if you just want to hear about us talking about horticulture, welcome.
Otto, thank you for being a scout that brought the raid here.
Otto, thank you.
We're a weird medieval monastery that wants to get raided, and we send out our most noble, our most loyal acolytes to go find some Vikings and bring them here. Oh, don't raid me, please! Oh, and runs all the way back home.
That's right.
And then sometimes the Vikings come out of the water and say, "Raid didn't work for me, guys."
It'll happen sometimes. Sometimes raids have a misfire.
Okay, so recap on the game so far. Very quick recap. Kurt's played turn 1. On turn 1, you have to make a faction. We're going to have at least 3 factions. There's going to be more, right, Kurt, as we go along? We're going to, develop a whole bunch of factions. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
But we're going to make 3 for the first 3 turns. Kurt has made the faction Suits. Kurt, who are the Suits?
The Suits are people who are playing the game, involved in the political intrigue of the city. That's who they are.
That's who they are. Okay, and now it's my turn next, and I am going to make a new faction, and I am going to call this faction the Horticult. So, background. As a important capital city with much political capital in this world, you receive many gifts. And these gifts, at least in this world, are often of the form of local flora. That's plants from a local region that are rare, valuable in some way. And so it began, you just started planting the tulips that you received, but then we needed more and more garden space in order to house all of these incredible gifts. And so an entire industry, an entire world, an entire culture of people devoting their lives to strange, exotic horticulture has developed. The gardens are so large here in Garden City that you can spend your whole life without ever leaving one. And that's what these folks do. Their knowledge is so intense, so important, and requires so much care to develop that they spend their lives completely embedded by these exotic plants from everywhere in the world that grow all together intertwined in this garden. And some have been known to have strange beliefs unhinged from reality, aggrandizing the plant and its place in the world. I'll leave it there.
So Anthony stole my faction.
Whoa, yikes.
But that's okay, because I have another one. And I liked what you did with it. So good job.
Thank you.
And mine will be the plants.
Yeah, I think that's right. Ugh, Amanda, do we have the same brain, or do we have the same brain? What's going on here?
We have the same brain sometimes.
Yeah.
So the plants also live, obviously, in Garden City, in the gardens, which are, as Anthony said, quite extensive. So extensive, in fact, that you would never have to leave. You could live there. And for the plants, this is the only place that they know really as home. And there have been times that plants have left the nurseries and left the gardens and gone outside of the city. And usually we never hear from those plants again. They lose a connection to the network. I think the plants typically, it's believed that they communicate through the roots, through the soil while they are planted. But once they're picked up and taken out, I think the horticults are still trying to discern what level of communication they might be capable of. So it's a little bit mysterious as to how they stay in contact even when removed. But they do. There is some way.
Cool. This is like they've been taken off the ground, as in like they're experimented on, and they're just being moved to a different garden or whatever. Or
I think they're just being relocated. I don't know if they're being experimented
okay,
on.
just
But
relocated. But they have long distance ability to communicate.
They have a long distance ability to communicate, but not outside of the city.
Ooh.
They struggle to keep in contact with each other in that way. So
the phenomenon is only observed within Garden City.
Yeah, when they leave the city, they leave the faction.
Fascinating.
Is what is believed. Plants like water and sunlight, and they like a nice little breeze.
Is that one of the things that you had to say is what they like?
Nope, that's just a bit of flavor text.
That's just a fact.
And also accurate to what I know of plants.
Plants are distinct from animals as they have cell walls. Another fact.
Something that defines the plant faction is cell walls.
Cell walls.
Something that defines plant faction is photosynthesis. Something that plants do.
Great, good.
Welcome to Plant Facts.
Plant faction.
Boom. That's all it takes, folks. Back around to me. I must now roll a die and learn a little bit more about something else. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to roll a d6, proverbially. I'm just typing it into the computer. It's not real. I've rolled a 2.
A 2?
Oh, the random number generator has grabbed 2 for me, and that means that I have a couple of options. Currently, all the tokens are on the faction space, so I could move 2 spaces to reach the scene space, the project space, the location space, or the season space. All of those are within 2 steps clockwise from my current position. Which one am I going to do? I think it sounds fun to have a location. I think a location sounds nice.
Look at this rondel.
Look at a rondel.
Look at this rondel.
Wow.
We aren't joking with this rondel. This one's serious.
See you, Jen.
Have a good dinner, Jen. Thanks for popping by and sending our friends. Why are there so many dinosaurs in the chat, by the way?
That's very impressive.
Because Otto, I was saying thanks for rating, and then Otto shared their dino emotes because I like the dino emotes, and then I said I love them, and then Otto shared more.
There we go. Now I don't know why I asked, because that's exactly what I would have guessed if I had.
Just use your head for a second.
Paleontology stream by the look of it, which is pretty cool.
Paleontologizing. Shout out.
Shout out.
Shout out from the people that are doing a stream about sentient plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to shout us out.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So, we need a location. Now. Whoa. Our location is going to either be, so on a turn where you're describing a location, you need to either describe a new location or modify an existing one. So we're going to give it a name, narrate an overview of its sort of size, its use or non-use, and then where it is in relation to the other locations. And we don't have any yet, so it's open. I think there's does anybody know the term for like a really, no, you know what, it's not one of these, so we don't need the term anyway. We're not going to find an obscure science fiction term. We are in fact just going to make a normal word. I think there is a tower that maybe was developed out of step with some of the rest of the city's planning, and so some folks say it was before zoning laws made it such that the gardens were really cemented in a given area. Some folks think that it was just a swing and a miss about where they thought the next business district would be. But there's this lone tower that rises from the center of one of the large sprawling gardens of the town, and it is considered particularly prestigious to work in that tower.
Like a business tower or like a medieval tower? Or
not a medieval tower. This is a high rise.
Cool. I'm glad I asked.
I'm glad you asked too. I do think maybe it incorporates a historic building from below. Like I think there's one of those. You have to make use of the historic district, and so there's sort of these hewn sandstone blocks that form the base of it, and then that sort of flows organically into the garden. But no, this is for all intents and purposes like a normal-ish high rise that seems to come out of nowhere in an area that's largely just used for plants. So I'm gonna call this. I think it's the lonely tower.
Okay. Okay.
That's not its real name, but that's what people call it. So the lonely tower is just, yeah, I just described it. I don't need to say it again.
You got it. You got it.
There you go.
I'm making my turn, Kurt.
It sure does.
What
So
what
roll a
kind of
die.
dice do I roll? Just a normal 6-sided one?
A 6-sided die.
Oh, I'm a nerd because I asked that question.
Oh,
What kind
I like
of
that
dice?
sorcery. A
What
terraced
kind of
tower.
dice?
I do think there are terraces at the top that let you look out over the city.
Ooh,
Well kept secret.
majestic.
Ooh. All right. I have rolled a 6. So I have a lot of places to go, which is overwhelming because I don't really know this game very well.
True.
I
could pretty
could-
much do anything.
Is one of these pieces supposed to have moved to location, Kurt?
Oh, yes. And in fact, I think we'll move the suits one because this feels like something that would be most associated with them.
Okay.
But for the record, I don't own suits. Like, that's not just my faction. We all could.
Right, we could all
it.
move it. Okay. Interesting. So, event is straightforward. If an event will happen, I'm going to guess. I'm just guessing here.
You're right.
Issue is one of my options. That action says make a mess of the world. Something big that can be felt across the whole world as you know it. It should be a problem for the active faction, which I'm assuming is the faction that I have moved to that location. Is that right?
Bingo.
Gotcha. But can be anybody else's problem as well. Okay, cool. Neat. Okay, well, maybe I'll make an issue then. I haven't really thought through anything, to be honest. Can I make an issue? Is that even possible? 1, 2,
Probably.
3, 4. No.
Oh, there is a rule that you can't go back into the space you just came from. So you can't, like, oscillate in
Right.
hopes of getting to. Yeah.
And I can only go clockwise or, like, in and out, right? Like, those are all my options.
Correct. Yes. You got it.
All right,
No.
so come over and look at my piece moving magic. All right. 1 to location, 2 to project, 3 to season. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck, guys. Okay. 1 to scene, 2 to location, 3 to project, 4 to piece, 5 to event, 6 to issue. Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't see any applause happening. Thank you. Okay. Phew.
I think it's getting muted, but
You can say C for what that's worth.
I couldn't see you guys anyway, so you could have been applauding. I wouldn't have been able to tell. Okay. It is time to make an issue.
make an issue.
Make an issue. Okay. So it should be who have I moved? I have moved the horticulturalist. I didn't even think about this. The horticult. Okay. Great. So this issue should be an issue for them. Let me think. An issue. The plants have gone silent. The horticult keeps careful tabs on all of the chit chat. Some of it incomprehensible to them, but they're very interested. The constant chemical signaling, the ability for these plants to send messages, they're always watching. And then one night, after 3 weeks of intense chemical conversation, the soils, chatter stops entirely. Horticultists across the city believe that their instruments are broken, something's gone wrong, but cross-check for every garden across the entire city, it all checks out. Not a single word being spoken. Until a particular sort of branch, a particular vine that's well known to be kind of highly active, following the light throughout the day. Very, very mobile vine. In one of the grand labyrinthine gardens in the center of the city, spells out a message on the brick wall that it is on. And it just says, "We demand an audience." Did I give more than that? Is that an issue, or is
That's
that just an
probably too
inciting
much
incident?
I think that's got to be something.
Whoa.
All right, that was
crazy.
maybe an event or something. I don't know.
I think issue seems fair.
Great. Okay. I have to write something down somewhere.
I did.
Yeah.
I'm keeping all of this in
Kurt's
my
good
little
at
pocket.
writing.
Kurt's writing it down. Okay.
In the notes for the game.
Yeah.
Yay.
Which brings us back to Amanda. Middle name McKnight. McKnight
Okay.
is not the middle name, in case
So-
anybody was wondering.
No, it is not. So I'm rolling a d6.
You sure are.
I got a 3.
She got a 3. Let's go look at her options. Oh, that's not
So
the
wait.
right.
I can move any of these, and they represent our factions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
You want to hear what some of these spaces do, Amanda?
No, well, I have it open in the book.
Great. Okay. I like that you're just going to say no.
No.
No, I don't want to know.
Actually, I can read things.
I have it open in the book, and I've been looking at it a little bit, but I also kind of like the idea of just picking it based on what I feel like sounds cool, and then I can read to make sure I'm doing it right.
Makes sense to me.
Do I have to move clockwise?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can go. You can move a step in, and you can move steps out, but you can't move counterclockwise. That's the one thing you can't do.
Just like clock rules.
Just like clock rules. Clocks always be going inwards and outwards, but
never counterclockwise.
never counterclockwise.
The first thing you learn in clock school.
But then you're like, your good friend pulls you aside and says like, "Hey, did you know? One day a year, in certain regions, you do go backwards."
Pretty cool.
Look it up.
Look it up. They don't tell you. They don't want you to know.
They don't want you to know. But one time, they let you do it.
In
very
certain
specific
regions. What you thinking, Amanda?
Okay, I got an idea. I think. So I rolled 3. So can I go 3 to scene, 3 to project, 3 to season?
I wasn't looking at the wheel with who?
What? Number 3?
Scene to project to season.
Nice.
Boom, yeah.
Cool. What does
You
season do?
Some say you will.
Season introduces a new season. I changed the season. It could be changed based on weather, but it could also be a season that is regional, that is particular to your game. So the examples they give are like Fashion Week or Trumpet Season.
You know, trumpet season.
Classic.
Don't clown on trumpet season. I wait for that every year.
Oh, that's from the
gonna
fictional
say-
world known as Kurt's Life. Oh, yeah, cool.
I'm going to say that it is
Trumpet season.
I'm going to say that it is flower season.
Whoa.
This is a season when all of the flowers, obviously I assume it would probably be like summertime, but it is a period of 2 weeks during the summer when all of the flowers that have bloomed, or most of them, get harvested and get used to decorate the city And that is the season.
That
I don't
makes
know.
sense.
Is that okay?
It seems very timely, right? We've got plants that have demanded an audience and then immediately flowered. I feel like there has to be a lot of talk about
I
what
don't
this
know if we
means.
cut the plants though, but that's normally what would happen during this season. Normally they all bloom. But I don't know if I'm supposed to go
Interesting.
into that, so I'll wait to see where that takes us.
Sure. Sure.
Nice.
Great.
Cool.
Now I must do a thing.
Okay, do the thing.
Probably I should have chronicled flower season, but I think we'll remember that one. Oh, I roll a die. That's what I do. Oh, I roll a die. That's
Oh,
what
I roll
I
a
do.
die.
I got a 1, which
Okay.
is the easy kind of number to roll.
What's he gonna do? What's he
I
I
gonna
was
think
gonna
do?
be like, oh no, a 1, but then I was like, that's not bad. That's just a number.
Shu, you actually jumped right into the default, oh no, small number.
I did. Oh no.
Poor 1. I feel like we give 1 a bad time.
1 is
true.
also good. It's just a step to the left on the rondelle, potentially, or up, or down.
Depends on
In or
what you
out.
consider left or up. Thanks for ball. Thanks for streaking on through. Now, glimpses. I'm going to enact a glimpse. I'm going to move the piece that is 1 step away from glimpse onto the space for a glimpse, and then I'm going to figure out what faction that is. Faction 2, the Horticult. Well now, folks. Swapping them around. For a glimpse, here's how we do this. Each of us is going to provide a little piece of context to the broader world of our story. We're going to give a name. Specifically, we're going to get a glimpse at somewhere outside of the boundaries that we set for our story, somewhere outside the city. So we're going to give a name to the place, and then we're each going to say 1 sentence about it. It's
a name to the place and say 1 sentence. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess I say name to place, and then each of us says 1 sentence.
Oh, okay. It's just 1 place. I see.
Yeah, it's a single place outside of the boundaries of the city that we have here, and I think
I wanted to make my own place.
Yeah, we'll move a token next time. There's actually a whole one for location as well,
Dad.
which is nice.
Whatever, Dad.
Don't call me that in front of everyone. No, there's no way to tell that story without giving spoilers for a video game, but something very funny happened this week, and now you all know that I'm laughing in my heart.
Oh,
This location outside the city, I think there's a channel.
Like a television channel?
Like a medieval channel. No, I think there is a shipping channel that is the primary way that this region exports their flowers. And this year during flower season, there's a long line of boats waiting to get shipments, but the production isn't as fast as it should be this year because there aren't as many flowers. Plant-based problems. I think we're going to zoom in on a particular area where we see a lot of small houseboats that generally come through just to watch the many shipments of flowers be moved down the canal. So this is houseboat flotilla.
Cool.
The channels, houseboat flotilla. And I've said many sentences, so let's just say there are houseboats that come to watch shipments through the channel during flower season.
Oh, they're just watching all the flowers?
Watching all the flowers. Let's say I didn't say there was a shortage because that's 2 sentences. So all I said was there are houseboats that come to watch shipments through the channel during flower season.
Another sentence. Colon. They have thin plastic netting they use to catch falling spores and seeds from the flowers as they are shipped away. Semicolon, but they are empty.
Great. But these nets are empty. Amanda.
The people that travel on the flotillas adorn themselves in floral patterns and big, colorful hats.
Perfect. We now have a glimpse of a place outside our city, the Channel's Houseboat Flotilla.
I love that you chose something just outside the city.
I wanted it to be like impacted by the city.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And
Wonder what
maybe we
happens
can
to
move.
the plants.
What indeed? Maybe we'll find out on Anthony's turn.
Which is
Maybe we
happening
won't.
right now.
Anthony, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, Kurt, I believe, based on having read just the itch.io page and nothing else before we began, that if we get to the generation square, we gotta stop and wait for every faction to get to the generation square. Is this correct or is this incorrect?
Well, my understanding is that that is correct. Yes.
All right, it's good that I've confirmed my beliefs. Back to the issue at hand. I've got a 3, and I've got to choose to move a piece. I don't. All right. I see an opportunity here to move the 1, 2, 3 spots to event. I bet that's going to be pretty useful. Telling my story. Event. What happens? Something big happens. It could be a festival, a holiday, anything that may reverberate through generations. The important thing is different between this and the issue action. Events don't create a problem and it's to be solved. Rather change the world in an interesting way.
Asterisk. We haven't defined yet how long we want our, quote, generations to be.
Right.
A generation doesn't have to be a literal generation. It could be days or it could be centuries. We get to decide how narrow or broad our scope is. It just means time passes in a way that changes things.
Okay.
And that is defined by something.
We get to pick.
Should we pick now or should we find out when we get to generation?
Let's just find out when we get there, I think.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. Just push it off down the road. We don't need to figure that out. That's fine. Event time. Okay. Boom. All right. So.
Step 1. Step 2. Boom. All right.
That's how the inside of my brain feels.
I was there.
I'm glad you all get to know. Okay. We cut back to that brick wall in that labyrinthine garden. An audience? What kind of audience have the plants demanded? The horticult tries their best to satisfy the demands. Some of them, being quite literally minded, do literally bring just every horticultist they can find, and they sit them all in front of this brick wall, waiting patiently for the next message. But nothing happens. Some of the more sober minds think perhaps the plants wish to speak to someone. And so they bring the arch priestess of the horticult to speak, at least one of them, there might be many ones, to speak to the plants at the brick wall, but nothing happens. And finally, after several iterations, they bring the prime minister of the this capital city. They somehow manage to convince them. I think the city's quite disrupted by this silence. Like it doesn't have any external physical manifestation, but it creates upset and unrest. And so the prime minister goes to the wall to see what is happening. Kind of skeptical. She's unsure of what this is, whether this is anything real at all. And I think the plant, the wall, whispers. And by that I mean a little tiny tendril comes and just sort of lays across her palm and signs words just on her palm. Their conversation is completely private. No one knows exactly what was said between those two. But the upshot is that one of the seats in the House of Parliament is removed, and in its place, a planter made of gold is placed.
What?
And a large fern-like plant, selected very carefully, is placed right in the Parliament, its own seat. There are no other demands, just a presence.
Cool.
Cool. Very
Big
cool.
lore drop. Big lore drop.
Whoa. I love that. Okay. I got 5.
5, 5, 5.
No, only once.
So I have to move exactly 5?
Yeah.
Yes, but there's flexibility there,
You can
right?
move in and out, back and forth.
You can move any of the 3 pieces.
Uh-huh. But, like, you can't go past generation. Is that what we think?
You can, apparently.
Okay.
Can you
land on the spot that someone else is on?
Yes.
Okay. Can you can move any number.
You must move the number you rolled.
Well,
oh, yes, you may move any number.
Sorry, I can move any faction.
Yes.
I can move any faction. And sorry, if I can't go past generation, I have to.
No, just if you land on generation, that piece is sort of locked there waiting for the others to join it.
Oh, we all got to meet up.
Yeah, it fades into the background. I just reviewed the passage. It fades into the background. That faction like isn't part of major moves until everybody's on generation.
Cool.
Got you.
And interestingly, I don't know that anything immediately happens when the faction piece lands on generation. You just narrate how it's sort of how that faction sort of fades into the background for the time being, holding state.
We're talking about it so much. I feel like I have to do it now because we've like built it up.
We've talked up this holding pattern, this stasis.
So I have to narrate how the active faction fades to a more background role for the time being. When all pieces land on this space, follow the generation changes steps. Okay, so I moved number 3, which is plants, to generation. I want to say how they fade more into the background is for a while after this event has happened and this gold potted fern makes its way into the prime minister's cabinet.
Just like I think like the
House of Parliament.
Yeah, the House of Parliament. You know, where all the politicians sit.
Yes. Okay, into the House of Parliament. Do they have a seat? Do they have a name tag?
That's for you to decide.
Okay. After this happens, for a time, the plants go quiet. And the horticulturists that are used to studying the plants, horticulturists that are used to studying the plants, do not hear anything from them. And I mean nothing. Where once it seemed there is sentience, now there is only silence. But perhaps someone else. But perhaps they are speaking to someone else.
Whoa. You're just going to leave us with that?
Yeah.
Cool.
So the plants fall silent.
Cool. So we are back into silence. And, but now we suspect perhaps they speak to others. That's interesting.
Maybe.
Okay.
Who's to say? Who speaks for the trees?
Okay, the Lorax is not allowed to show up in this at any point. I X that.
Anthony's Xing my Lorax suggestion.
No Lorax lore.
No. I'm gonna move suits 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to location, which we
Okay.
have not done yet. No, we have. It
You
was
did.
me. I already did it. Do we want to do it again, Kurt, or do we want to do
You
a
could have
different
a
one?
project or a. I'm not sure.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was an event. Why were they on event? Were they on event?
I moved them to event, but I kind of thought I was moving the plants to the event. But then it turns out that the event that I said also involved the suits, so I think it all worked out. Yeah,
You got away with it this time, bud.
I realized that, and I thought I won't tell anybody.
I'm going to create a new faction. Issue, glimpse, generation, faction. This faction, would it make sense just to tie in somebody who we've already seen? Either I think this is like trade industry, like the docks.
Okay.
Or alternatively, we could see those houseboat folks.
Oh, yeah.
Or those, yeah, the others as well.
Actually, I said lovers.
The lovers.
The lovers.
Oh, interesting.
What about the mole people?
Hold on, wait. It is the lovers. Because
I'm glad it's not the mole people.
I think this is a romantic place to go, right? This is a city full of gardens and flowers, and who could resist going here during flower season?
Other than the plants might be rising up, we're not sure. But other than that, pretty romantic.
Are people concerned, do you think? That the plants are like rising up?
I don't know. I don't know. You can tell us. Is that a concern? I feel like people would probably be pretty chill about the plants because they've lived with them forever. So probably not a major concern, but some people might be worried.
I think there is buzzing among like specifically the suits because again, there's that power play, and if there's been a seat that's been moved out, suddenly now one person within Parliament doesn't have that power, and that's huge. They would say that's an enormous shift, even if it isn't, right?
Yeah. Wait a second though. So the suits moved past generation.
Yeah, if you stop on generation, then
that is stuck until everybody else decides to go there. Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure I understood that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Kurt and I are about to just do a million things with suits, and we'll never talk about the plants again. And we'll soft right at the plants from the start.
I like the idea actually that with generation, when you go there, it says like, how do they fade into the background? And then it's like once everybody's there, then we resume. And I'm like, it's like the plants are like, we did our thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Makes sense to me.
That's gonna be interesting. I'm excited. Okay, sorry, keep going.
All good. The lovers. I think there's just many people who come here either as couples or in like hopes of finding something. That's a big part of this city. There's been marketing campaigns for years about like, come visit the Garden City and find your forever.
I think I'm imagining a big billboard and it's like, find your perfect match. And it's like, they each have the same flower that they're like giving to each other or something.
Yeah. That's a classic ad that's been up forever. And I think in more recent years, it's not always about like your forever person. There is like a sub contingent that, find a beautiful visit with someone.
Interesting. Cool.
That's
cool.
part of this city's culture, I think. And so you see people, I think people wear a little boutonniere if they're looking to meet people.
Okay.
They'll have a little flower in their buttonhole.
Is there a flower language? Does it describe what you're looking for?
Let's leave that one, I think.
Okay.
Say yes, but we won't jump.
Yeah.
We won't go further into it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So I will add the lovers to our faction list, and they aren't currently represented by a piece, but that could change with a certain spot on the board.
That's what that means. There's a place on the board called Peace, guys.
But not like this one.
PIEC. Oh, I'm showing you the rule book. I meant to be showing.
Pick.
What did you say?
Do you guys remember? I said pick. You said PIEC. Peace.
Peas. Pick?
Pick?
P-I-E-C?
You guys remember
Pick?
that animation logo that was Deke?
Sure. Yeah.
You do?
Is this going?
No.
What?
It just made me
No.
think of that. Do you not
Cool.
know that?
No.
No, I do. Weren't they the people who dubbed Sailor Moon? That was the
Yeah,
first.
I think it was the people that dubbed Sailor Moon. You don't know about the Deke?
Why
Dick?
did you say the
No, Deke. That's how it's said. But I always thought it was really funny because I thought it was like Dick, and I was like, hee hee. Yeah, D-I-C. I think it's D-I-Q.
Oh,
Deke.
Dick.
Anyway, sorry, not relevant. Just made me think of that.
Okay, where are we in this game? Okay, we've created the
It's your
lovers
turn.
faction. It's my turn. Sorry. All right. Okay, sorry, I was laughing too hard. I've rolled a 4. Come look at this board.
So when we create a new faction, though, is it like the suits are also that faction?
No.
Or
Currently, the lovers are not represented by a token, but if one of the faction pieces lands on the spot labeled piece, we will swap them, and then that faction will become one of the
Oh.
dominant 3 that we explore.
That is yeah, because I was reading Peace and I almost went there, but then I was like, that sounds like it's too early. So now we have something set up so that we can do that.
It's true.
Can you land on Peace without doing that or no?
I doubt it. Nope. I think just maybe land somewhere else instead.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
Just don't do that.
Just don't do that.
Yo, what's project about, guys? Oh, we're all looking at the rulebook again. Hi. Project about. So you landed here, and the active faction has no active projects under no card. Start one. The current issues or goals of the faction, and note the method they're using to address the subject of their project. Okay, nice.
Ooh,
This
okay.
is easy. This is easy, guys.
That's cool.
This
There's
answer is
nothing
super
yet,
easy.
so you're just making something new.
I'm gonna make something new, and it's obviously clear what the correct move at this point of the game is, and I will get full points for this. I have moved the horticult piece, number 2, 4 squares, glimpse to character, character to scene, scene to location, location to project. And I will now create a project for the horticult. What is the horticult's project? Obviously, they must reinitiate contact with the plants. A massive research effort begins to unfold, desperately trying to find a way to bring some sign of life, sentience, back to their plants. Find out if it's successful.
Cool.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I take really long turns a lot of the time, so I was trying to take a short turn.
Yeah, good for you.
Thanks.
Good to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, thanks.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you. It's your turn now,
Welcome.
Amanda.
I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Aw. Not really.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
fine with it.
losing.
No,
What are you gonna do with that 1?
I don't know.
You've literally got only 4 options.
I know.
You can make a location that has something to do with the suits. You can have a scene to do with the suits. You can change the season, or you can change the piece from horticult to somebody else.
I'm gonna.
Folks.
We
She's
got
done.
a note card. So the note cards are just the projects. Do we have any other note cards available at this time?
Yeah, if you look at notes for the game, you can see got some factions, some locations.
Oh, notes. Oh, perfect. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that this tab was here. Okay, so any one of these things
Any one of these things.
is a note.
Correct.
Ooh.
It's been doing good work.
Someone
Very
called me
good.
diligent.
Diligent?
Yeah, they would say it like that.
There is a scene. So wait, does it have to do with suits?
The suits should be involved. I'm going to guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm moving them.
Select an existing note card and zoom in on something specific happening with it.
I think let's talk about the Lonely
insane.
Tower as a scene.
Okay.
Why
That's cool.
not?
It's a really good choice.
Why not? It's there. It's waiting.
It's just drawing me to it. So I'll say that at the Lonely Tower, there is a young man who has just started working there as an intern. He just got a promotion to floor 3. There are 64 floors in the tower. And he is excited to be off the ground floor and be making his way up. However, it is on the 3rd floor that he comes across a mysterious memo. He's been working in the mailroom, you see, and he's been making deliveries when he was working on the ground floor to send the mail up to other floors. Now that he's on the 3rd floor, he got a promotion, but the promotion is to deliver the mail that is then sent to the 3rd floor to the people that are on the 3rd floor, and to send any other memos up to higher floors that need to go up. One of the memos that he comes across was not intended to be sent. In fact, I don't think it was ever have intended to have left the office it came from. The memo reads, "Everything you need is in the basement." And the subject line is, Ivy ensconced. And while Melvin just started working here a few months ago, he feels that this might be the information that could get him his big break.
All right.
That's the scene.
Everything you need is in the basement.
Everything you need is Ivy ensconced is the subject line of the memo.
Okay.
And it came from an office for someone that works in zoning for the city.
Okay.
Cool. Oh, it's me. Shoot. After Amanda, it is me, and so I shouldn't make a note about Melvin.
You want me to make a note about Melvin?
Do you want me to make a note about Melvin?
Do you want me to make a note about Melvin?
Do you want me to make a note about Melvin?
Do you want me to make a note about Melvin?
We could all make notes about Melvin.
Should we, everybody at home, if you if you like this stream, like click thumbs up on the YouTube video and make a note about Melvin. If you could make a note about Melvin, that would be the main way to help us.
You're watching this video in 2034, make a note about Melvin.
Yeah, if you could, yeah. So that's the best way that you can help us, is if you could make a note about Melvin.
Have you made a note about Melvin today? Why not?
Why
Get
not?
in there, make a note about Melvin.
Why not? Just make a note about Melvin. And in fact, just so that you all know, while I was having fun and joking around, I was also still changing colors on the spreadsheet because I couldn't stop myself.
Yeah, I did notice that.
I've rolled a 6, so I can do anything I freaking want, okay?
Oh, whoa. The rondelle is your oyster?
It is. I'm cracking it open. And I'm moving the suits all the way around to generation.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Goodbye, suits.
Temporary goodbye suits.
Hello. So how do they fade into the background?
Well, there's always this simmering level of political intrigue and back and forth, but with the plants silent and that being the main thing that's happened in the city, folks are just coming in, looking at that golden planter, and then going, oh, shucks. It's really just nothing's happening in there. And so there's a level of waiting. There's this feeling that something big is going to happen, but it's just not there yet. And I think that means that there's a hesitation to make any of those big plays that you might see in a normal time.
Everyone's just waiting.
Waiting for the shoe to drop. Doesn't want to be caught out in the middle of something that they can't undo when new information comes through. So I think, yeah, it's all whispers and waiting. And have you heard anything more about the... No?
Cool.
So, yeah.
Time for me. The dice. I only have one piece that I can move, and I have rolled a 4. Horticolt.
Horticolt.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Horticolt.
Got it. Horticolt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Horticolt.
They always be saying that.
That's if someone could add that to the Horticolt's notes section.
That'd be great.
And at the same time, while you're there,
make a note about Melvin.
Because that's what would really help us, is if you could make a note about Melvin.
All right, guys. Here we go. We're going to move this piece number 2 around the board. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have another scene.
That's a fake out. Folks, folks at home, that was a fake out.
I'm not ready to leave the generation just yet. Guys, I made a note about Melvin, so I haven't forgotten. I don't want to say that. I feel like some here have forgotten about Melvin, but I made a note.
I added to the note about Melvin.
Oh, okay. I did actually make a note about Melvin.
You did. It's good. It's
okay. I wrote down, he's like this guy who works in the mailroom and he gets promoted to the 3rd floor. And he finds a mysterious memo with subject Ivy ensconced. And it says that everything he needs is in the basement. And then what's your name? Amanda. Amanda added. I'm going to make a note about Amy.
That's just both of your names, but shorter.
Sometimes I mix my name up with other people's names because I'm always thinking about me. So, anyways, sorry about that.
No problem, Courtney.
Anyways, Amanda added this could be Melvin's big break, which is a great point, Amanda. And I'm sorry I forgot that note about Melvin.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to leave it on an optimistic note for Melvin.
Right. Okay. This could be Melvin's big break.
Could be.
It is dark. Night's fallen. The Garden City. And in some of the larger gardens, it is truly dark. The lights of the city are so far from the edges, at the edges, and the garden's so large that no artificial light breaks. Only the pale, soft kiss of the moon. That's where we are. There's 2 figures in the darkness. One of them, noteworthy figure, named Melvin. The other, a character that we have mentioned but not made any notes about, a high priestess of the Horticult. One of you gets to choose to be one of those 2 characters, and I'll play the other. Who wants it?
I'll play a character. Who do you want me to play?
You should have Melvin, I guess. You made Melvin.
I guess.
Yeah.
What's my motivation? What am I doing? Do I know what I'm doing?
This could be your big break. You have contacted those who you thought might be interested. You've arranged a meeting. You have brought the goods. The High Priestess is wearing the flowing, iridescent robes that here and there are marked with dirt, cracked with water. Steps out from behind a large fern and moss encrusted trunk. Melvin, I presume.
Hi. Yeah. Do I bow? Is there...
No.
Okay.
No, I'm
Hello.
gardener.
Yes.
Bow
Oh.
is to be close to the earth. All. Bow as much as we can. So you
All right.
say you have something for me.
I do. I got some information.
Where is it? You bring it?
Well, I don't have it with me. I can't take things out of the building. That's against company policy, but I did bring a photo of it.
Let me see. Let me see.
Okay. Melvin, nervous, his hands a bit slick, goes to hand over his phone and he drops it. Sorry,
You're nervous.
yeah.
You
Well,
not
I mean,
think you're doing the right thing?
No, I think I'm doing the right thing. Well, it's the middle of the night and this is I'm just new to all of this, I guess. I'm new to the city.
He's fished the phone out of the mud. Yes. So who do you say it belongs to?
It belongs to Rachel in zoning.
Ah. Zoning. It's always zoning. Power-starved freaks. They're always trying to twist us and restrict the bounds of our gardens. Of course it's zoning. They know we grow more powerful. They can't keep the gardens constrained any longer. Good. Good.
Good? Good. Okay, yeah, good.
See, the mistake they make is that the tower is in the gardens. And basements are underground.
What do you mean?
And the soil is what we do
Oh.
best.
Right.
Foolish. Keep what we want just under our nose.
So what should I do?
No, nothing. You've done it, haven't you, Melvin?
What do you mean?
You've given the information to those who need it. You know the right thing will be done. Won't be silence in the city anymore.
But what about me? I mean, is there a position or...
Oh, I forgot. You're but a baby suit. Oh, you think of the world in favors and paychecks and contracts.
No, I don't.
It's not how the world works, Melvin.
No, I know that's not. I moved to the city because I was looking for something, and I'm just wondering if there's maybe a chance that you have something for me. I guess the city isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, and I'm just, well, I'm feeling a bit lost, to be honest. I don't know why I'm telling you this. So that's it. So I just go back to the office, I guess.
She stares down at her like mud-caked fingers. Gardens don't have doors, Melvin. If you're looking for something, we've always been inviting you. And who would not want to garden the boy who brought back the voices of the plants? You'll have a place if you want it. But now I have business to do. Luck,
Right.
Melvin.
What
He walks off
was...
with his phone.
Wait, what was your name?
Looks back over her shoulder. History won't remember that. It will remember me.
Will I ever see you again?
Now she's too far. And only the leaves listen.
Melvin sits down in the mud.
And that's our scene.
There we go. All right. And of course, then
there's apparently a setting scenes rules that I didn't read.
Oh, there's setting a scene. Choose one of the note cards on the table.
Quote, that is not complete. That just means like there's something unresolved about it.
Okay.
I think we can identify more formally certain things like, oh, has this issue been resolved? But
Right.
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, you did pretty much what it said. Shared role play, narration, as though it were in a scene in a movie or play.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Nice work.
I think you hit all the points, yeah, of what they want us to do, which is just make sure it's something that basically advances something.
I'm a natural born Grasping Nettles player.
Born for it.
Mm-hmm.
You were born grasping nettles.
It actually really hurt to give birth to you.
It actually did, though. I had really big shoulders.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm pretty sure it really hurts to give birth to anyone. I've not done it myself.
I think
but I've
probably
been
pretty
birthed,
painful,
so
yeah.
I was there for one.
Some babies
You
gotta
were
be
there
chill,
for
you know? Slip out.
I don't really remember it, so I imagine it's probably not pleasant.
Like, because you blocked it out. You're like, no,
all 12 of the births that you've had? All your little children?
All 12 of my children.
Okay, wow. Crazy, you blocked them all out. That's
I blocked
nuts.
them all out.
When I made Herman...
I blocked them out so much, you probably don't even know I had 12 children. You wouldn't know it. But
You wouldn't know it.
Wouldn't know it.
It's because I block it out.
Good. The children don't appreciate that, but
we do.
we do. We need you fresh for role playing. We don't want any of this. I've had children in your head, you know? Ugh.
No.
Distracting.
How is this like the funniest game we've played and it's so serious? Oh my god.
You gotta roll the dice now.
Oh yeah, I do.
We're gonna find out what's going on next.
I got a 6.
Whoa.
It's a big roll.
Wow. Wow.
What you can do. Wow. Wow.
That's right.
1. Wait. 1, 2.
Wow.
3.
Plants are talking.
4. 5. 6. Character.
Sorry.
Character.
Chad couldn't see that, but that was funny. She faked us out and almost went to generation.
Character creates someone notable from the active faction. What do they do? Where do they hang out? Describe them to the table and write down their name, pronouns, and what they're known for.
Upstart priest Melvin.
I mean, you could, but we do know who Melvin is.
We know Melvin. I feel like let's introduce someone new. Let's introduce Eloise, mother of plants.
Is a suit?
We're a horticulture.
This is a horticulture.
Oh, that's on me. I forgot that I put the suits in the suit zone.
Are they a suit? Oh, whoops.
It was me. I was the one.
But I was like,
didn't know
I'm
what was
ready
happening.
to make that a suit position if I must.
Eloise.
Mother of plants.
What tells about Eloise has she been sold as a child bride to Carl Brogo, a barbarian king?
No. There are no medieval towers in this game.
Oh, okay.
That's a good callback.
Instead, Eloise is a scientist, and they call her Mother of Flowers because she looks over the major nursery in Garden City, which houses most of the flowers that are used during the flower festival when all of the city is adorned in flowers. And her pronouns are she, her.
Cool.
Nice.
And she has 2 PhDs.
Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Eloise is qualified.
And she likes wearing buckles on her shoes. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some people call her Mother of Buckles. Like a cute, fun nickname.
Some of her best friends call her Mother of Buckles. Yeah,
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah, it's not a mean thing, folks.
And her like partner, when she's
endearing.
being kind of annoying, calls her Mother of Fuckles.
Oh
It's
wow!
rude.
They were dumped last week,
Wow.
sadly. So
Mother of Glowers, am I right?
Dumped
who
her.
needs a partner when you have the flowers?
Whoa, Lord Monk, I didn't know you could do that. I'm
Yeah,
really
no, I'm learning things
intense.
here.
What the hell? Very impressive in Twitch chat.
Fascinating.
It's like so intense I can't read the message.
What? This is supposed to be like a garden haven, and it just became capitalist hell anyways? Are you serious?
Are you
But
serious?
the whole point of it was supposed to be a utopian oasis. Even when we try, we fail splendidly, don't we?
Wow, that's a lesson.
Yeah.
Kurt, you
that
get to
one.
roll.
Great. I'll roll. Here I go.
He wants to roll a 1 because he doesn't like this generation.
Maybe I do. Maybe I'm enjoying it. I rolled a 6, so I must be.
Ooh. I think you can
What are
also
the-
get back to generation.
I probably can, but maybe that's not the dream.
Maybe not.
Maybe instead, I want to
gonna
do
do?
something cool. I'm gonna
Whoa.
go. I'm just gonna vibe it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Uh-huh. Kiss you.
Peace.
Oh,
lovers.
Oh, shoot. He just changed out the piece, guys.
I'm so wacky.
So this means that now one of the major factions is the lovers, not the horticult.
It's true.
What do we say? What do we tell?
Well, what happens is, as it's sort of the same thing as the suits. There's this holding pattern feeling in place as things don't seem to be moving. The plants are quiet. Folks start to wonder if this was all just a non-news story. A big golden plant got put in the big fancy building. What's the point? We're here not to talk about plants. We're here to find love. And as I think there was an initial slow start to the flower season this year, but as things seem to be normal, more and more folks pour in. And on every street corner, you can see a young hopeful with a little flower tucked in to their buttonhole or worn in their hair, or people get pretty creative. And that's part of the language that they use. But you see them everywhere. The lovers. Ready.
Wow, I love this. As a word.
I just discovered something.
What is it?
Electricity.
That we may have been doing wrong.
Tell us. Let's hear it.
Apparently we're supposed to move counterclockwise.
Oh, I mean,
what?
That seems wrong. Adam, I don't want to tell you that you made your game wrong, but counterclockwise, who do you think we are?
This game that has spawned Rondel games all over the place, it's wrong. We'll tell you how to play Rondel games.
You must move orthogonally.
Yeah.
You must not move counterclockwise. Never mind. We're good.
Adam, I would like to issue a formal apology. You understand the wisdom of the clock, and for that, this channel supports you. The best thing you can do to support us is make a note about Melvin.
Make a note about Melvin?
Make a note about
If
Melvin.
you could just make a note about Melvin, that just goes a long way to helping us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Here's one note about Melvin.
I mean, I'm going to trust that everyone else heard that, because I certainly did.
Yeah, the people at home are cheering about how beautiful that was.
It's you, Anthony.
Oh, really? That's so embarrassing. Gosh. I was like, Amanda really doesn't know how to take a turn.
Classic.
Do you remember when
Amanda's
I said we were going to
focused
do
on
maybe 2 generations?
Yeah. Now we're going to do maybe 1.
The thing is, I'm not sad because I like our city.
I really like our city. Cult of Flowers.
Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. I did it, guys. Generation. Kurt guilted me into it. No. Narrate how the active faction fades to a more background role for the time being. When all pieces land on this space, follow the generation changes steps. So I'm assuming I don't really need to narrate how things fall into the background because we've reached...
Yeah, I think it's fair to just jump to the generation section.
Wow, okay. Do we read it, or do you know what it is, Kurt?
So, since it's the first time we've done this, we got to decide how long we think it's going to be.
Time skip.
In fact, I think we can always decide how long the time skip is going to be, but we've not had one yet. Could be anything, really. And then once we've decided that, everyone is going to take a turn addressing sort of active, like balls in the air, as it were, narratively, and discuss how it's changed. We could go one by one through our notes, but we could also, just
discuss it generally. Okay. The thing I'm imagining here is that it's been long enough to forget about plants. Like I like the idea of it being history/myth by the time we come back.
myth.
Well, okay.
How long?
It's just because like only the horticults ever knew that the plants were doing something. So it's like not even really public knowledge, and it's hard to believe because it was silly the whole time. The plants are talking. We put a plant in parliament. I feel like even in like a few decades, it starts to become more like, I don't know, there was kind of like mass delusion or something, or it was, a political act to keep the horticulturalists happy, something like that,
Let's say 10 years then, right?
Yeah.
That seems like
only
enough
10?
for it
Only
to
10?
be like, I don't know if it needs to be longer. It could
Okay.
be if we
No,
want.
I think it's interesting. Jamie asks, is it long enough for styles of pants to have changed? An important question.
I mean, 20 years definitely. 10 years, the last 10 years for sure. Twice, arguably.
Twice in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see people wearing what they're calling low-rise jeans today, and I'm
That's
like,
true.
That's not what one would think those are. Those are normal.
Those are
normal. Yeah.
That's true.
Also, wide legs. We went from skinny legs to like a boot cut to like wide legs.
And I'm told it's coming back around.
We're gonna go back to skinny.
So I'm
telling you this stuff.
Back to skinny.
Most recently, the youth.
He's been speaking to the youth.
Not again.
The youth at times.
Wow.
Those crazy youth and their styles of pants.
I've never had style, so I simply was never implicated.
Okay. I'm hearing
Fine,
votes for 10 years.
Just for
20
you.
years? 20 years.
Just for you.
Two pant changes.
2 pant changes.
Maybe.
Everyone's going to take a turn addressing the active index cards on the table. We're going to take a note card. We're going to say how we think it's changed. We might as well go through them because that sounds fun. I'm just going to, I figure left to right, top to bottom. We could actually like go based on opinions that we have, but shoot, I don't know. Don't have to, right?
No.
What do you think?
So wait,
go through?
Should we go through all the cards? That's the question?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
I figure we grab one and then I'll just change the background color after we pick it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change the Lonely Tower. I think what we see of the Lonely Tower is somehow it
Palpatine returned.
Sorry.
I said somehow Palpatine returned.
Folks, in case you're wondering, Palpatine is a symptom of sort of tremors, but of the heart. So get those checked out. Stop by your doctor because it's one of the most helpful things that you can do for yourself. And one of the most helpful things that you can do for us is if you could just make a note about Melvin. That just goes a long way to helping us.
I really wanted to do it, but you did it so good.
The Lonely Tower is no longer an area that has any business happening in it. These days, it's been turned into more of like a landmark. I think you can stay in some suites if you pay a premium at like a hotel sort of thing, but formally, it's mostly just a building that's covered in plants, rising out of this plant district and looking much more like it belongs here. One can't help but wonder, though, why there still seems to be activity at certain times in the basement. Folks are seen going down there, but I'm sure it's nothing. There's nothing going on down there.
Nice, nice, very good. Okay, we're taking turns. I guess that makes it my turn. I will start with maybe an easy one. One of our issues is the plants are silent. This used to be an issue, and now it's just the status quo. It's been long enough that most people who are active in the horticult scene, when the chatter was at its peak, have retired and moved on. And now, while it's technically known within the horticult that this is true, beyond it, all memory has been forgotten. And the plants have returned to being silent the way they should be. It's normal. And any other way has been forgotten.
Cool. Amanda, much bigger thing.
Well, when the audience happened, it was at a time where everyone believed that the plants would return and would have something to say because we were waiting for that message, right? Now that the plants no longer speak, the horticult has become less of a presence, less of a movement, less of a group of scientists, and more a few chosen few who it is said live only in the gardens off what the gardens provide. And every year, if you pass by the spot where the message originally was, you can see a gathering of their numbers. Year by year, it's gone down to the point that now it is 8 sole members of the cults who are extremely devout.
Wow.
It's believed that none of them work in science anymore.
Wow, that's huge.
Fascinating. Cool.
Well,
Cool.
I like it a lot.
All right. Might as well go on to the flotilla then.
This place is sounding like a place where we could actually like set a powered by the apocalypse.
Oh, no question.
Sorry.
There's,
Yeah.
I imagine plenty of people do use games like this for setting something up so that they can then explore it in a more traditional format. But I like to just go here myself and spend time. It's an activity. It doesn't need a second activity. I think technology changes and faster boats are going through the flotilla now. So we don't really see the same the room for those houseboats to gather. And instead, the flotilla has moved into the city. So there's now a contingent on the quiet, sort of unused historic canals, the lakesides and the more recreational areas, places where there's not so much bustle and like true industry happening. So no longer do we see the flotilla outside of the city. Now they're a part of it.
Nice.
And in fact, I'll add them as a faction because that seems like something that just happened.
Ooh,
Cool. I want to do the lovers. I can change. I can talk about the faction directly, right?
Yeah.
The identity of Garden City has just shifted a lot in the last 20 years. The gardens used to take up so much space. The horticult, this obsession with activities and the workings of the plants themselves. and no longer is that presence there. And in some ways, the gardens have just demanded that they be filled with something else. And so they have been filled with lovers. As the season of flowers comes around every year, the city just absolutely quadruples, quintuples in size as people pour in from every direction. It's becoming almost like the de facto way of finding a mate in the nearby region. Everybody travels to the city, and amongst the gardens, people pitch tents. A whole system of tree houses have been built, and the gardens will just fill with people of all ages, of all types, of all backgrounds, and there you come to fall in love, or other things if you wish. But there is a sense in which it is important that you have left what defines you behind when you come here. And it is just for your soul to shine and connect with another.
Cool.
I will say, with the reconnection, which was a project that the Horticult were working on, while it's never been confirmed, and it is considered to be conjecture, there are some that believe that the Horticult did succeed in reconnecting with the plants, but that this was something they kept secret because the plants were feeding them information about what the politicians and the suits were up to, and that putting a plant in the not in the cabinet, in the House of Commons, in the Parliament, was something that was actually orchestrated by the Horticult. Some believe that the Horticult still speak to the plants. However, there are so few of them now, there's no way to confirm this. But you may notice, of the few members that are left, the 8 members of the cult, they all wear plants near their ears.
Headdresses, crowns, just a flower tucked behind the ear, of course.
Not unusual to see in this city.
All those lovers.
All those lovers.
Is it decor?
Or
something more?
Come back at 4. Find out more.
We haven't heard from Melvin after that fateful day. There was this clerk that worked on the 3rd floor and didn't say much. Wasn't a mover and a shaker. Just some clerk. And one day he didn't show up for work. Folks figure he went back home, wherever home is. Strange to get a no-call, no-show like that, though, especially with somebody who seemed to have as little going on as Melvin did. Folks don't seem to think on it, though. Certainly not now, so long in the future.
Certainly not now. Eloise, mother of flowers, double PhD. Well, it's been said the Horticult doesn't have a single scientist among them anymore, so we can't find her there. In fact, she has moved on, but not from the city. She went back to her home province and became their political representative. The last 20 years, she has been working her way up through the political elite to where she is now the deputy of her party of choice, pushing for equality and innovation in this country. What do they call her now? Not the mother of flowers. Mother of power. She pulls all the strings.
Okay.
That leaves us with only 3 cards left.
Oh yeah,
Suits, the horticult, and the plants. Do we want to touch on them?
I think we know about the horticult, so I'm comfortable
Blacking
them out because
Okay.
we've heard about them. Uh, hmm.
Suits.
Yeah, I kind of want to say, I think the suits. There was a big allying moment. I think there was some kind of power from a different province that was trying to move forward, and well, all kinds of new names are being heard from outside of the capital now. These regional powers rising, and I think there was an element of unification that happened as a result of that, a sensation like we need to stop playing these games and align ourselves more clearly. So these days, I think there's less pushing and shoving among the suits, more of a unified vision.
A unified vision against the outside world, or just
I think it's just sort of status quo. Things have settled.
Okay. The power systems are stable.
How they should be.
Yeah.
So they say. Which leaves the plants. Planthony.
Did we skip Amanda? Did Plamanda want to jump in there?
I thought Plamanda did. Oh.
Eloise, wait, did I skip you? No.
No. Kurt had a lot of thoughts about the suits.
We don't have to. Jumped in.
We don't have to. I don't need to. I had some thoughts about some things. I can talk about the plants. I'm cool with that. The plants.
Constellation plants.
Constellation plants. I think the plants. I think the plants have more of a presence in the city than they ever have. The plants basically became the main faction of the city. They've taken over. Plants are everywhere. They're not just in the gardens, they're outside the gardens. They're not just in the city, they're outside of the city. And some believe that the network of plants, although we no longer can detect the communication between them, at least that's what we're told, that they're spreading and that they found a way to communicate at longer distances. There are plants everywhere here. And of course, they're beautiful. And we love to keep them in our homes. And we love to keep them as decor in the shops. They're a part of the tourism. They're a part of the culture. They're a part of the romance. But who's to say that the plants don't have their own motivations for being everywhere and possibly watching everything?
That's just conspiracy theories. Everyone knows that.
They're probably just plants, but there are a lot of them.
And that takes us to the end of our little generation round, I think.
Which begs the question, was that an epilogue or do we keep going?
I kind of want to know what happens next because I feel like we left this at a place where like we've completely flipped the script a little bit.
It's true.
So I'm curious to see where it goes next.
Roll a die.
I have to pee first. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Kurt, do you want to roll a die?
Well,
yeah, you can roll
we'll fill Amanda in.
No. You can roll a die. Technically, it would be Anthony's turn if we want to go there because it would have been me, and then I took plants, and then Kurt took suits, and then we're back.
Gotcha. You go pee. I'll roll and update you.
Tell us something. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. I have rolled a 3. I can choose between the suits, the plants, and the lovers in order to move them. Okay.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Sting. It feels like it's got to be a location, a project, or a season.
Feels like it.
Feels like it. I don't know. I want to do something with the lovers, but what plans would the lovers have?
What projects would the lovers have? Is that the question?
That's the question. Something dramatic, something big. Okay. I'm thinking. I feel like maybe they have their own vision for the city, you know? Like, the city's no longer, in terms of like actually who uses the city's become more lover than it has become, you know, political center, certainly more than it's become a scientific or horticultural. The lovers would want to remove the parliament, or
if you wanted something more personal and less political, but with a weird different piece, you could always say that there's like a really eligible person in town right now that everyone's hoping to meet.
Interesting.
Or something, you know, or like a step down from power.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. I like that. That's neat. I wonder who this person would be. My narrative instincts say that it should be... Oh, God, I know who it is. Okay, never mind. We got
there you go.
Yeah.
We got it, folks.
Now what do we do before Amanda gets here?
Good question.
Allison made some lavender syrup. You ever made lavender syrup?
I have made a lavender syrup. The last lavender syrup I made used bee pollen as well, which I think adds a nice kind of base note to it.
What does bee pollen taste like? It's not sweet, I'm assuming.
No, it's not sweet.
Is it floral?
You know how honey has a kind of like... There's a note to it that's not the sweetness.
Yeah.
A kind of... Musk isn't quite the right word, but then
tastes
earthy
like
tone
church.
to it almost. Tastes like church? Fascinating. I'm going to think about that one.
It's a real lateral connection, but if you try to use the synesthesia deep in your mind, I think it's right.
Sure. Tastes like church.
Tastes like church.
Yeah, it adds, I don't know, that sort of element that, but it's not quite the same. Tang is an interesting thought, Locke. I think you're really better off giving it a sniff and thinking about what that's like, unless you're allergic to pollen, in which case,
the bee-ness of it all.
Don't love that.
Venus.
We ended up talking about Syrup Time in spite of the fact that Syrup Time is, I think, quasi-officially retired.
What? Quasi-officially retired?
No.
Was I told about this?
No, certainly not. There was no.
Did you not bring this to me?
Should have brought it to you.
Yeah.
But
no, we don't really do Syrup Time the way we used to.
It was something that we had to do. Now it's just something we do for fun.
Oh,
for example.
I remember, right? Because we used to be strangers on somebody else's channel, and we used to feel awkward when we were left alone. But this, God damn it, this is our channel now,
and we can have Syrup Time if we want, and we do. So here we go.
He's got a syrup story.
I always have a syrup story. I recently made a cocktail with a vermouth that Anthony was kind enough to give me. And there's always the question of those mystery syrups that somebody has given me along the way. When am I going to use them? When did they come into their destiny? And I got to say, there was like a lovely destiny that came about as a result of the vermouth that Anthony passed along, and also this like sour cherry syrup and some other aspects that came together. But the quandary is that if it's a syrup you haven't made yourself, and you find the perfect application for it, well, now do you need more of that syrup? Do you know where you got it? If it was a gift, which people are not unlikely to give me gifts of syrup, like I'm a bee myself.
Or a bear, a particular stuffed bear.
It's like, what do I do with that? Jamie, it had origins in maple syrup. Strange to hear you call it breakfast syrup.
Breakfast syrup.
Is that just the term that covers it in the event that it's...
Well, I think that they mean like... Because you're talking about a syrup that you add to a drink.
Which, to be fair, I do to maple syrup as well.
Okay. But But that's like a clear distinction from like table syrup, maple syrup, things we think we're applying to a flat, round food.
I can't say that I do know that story. Lord Monk flexing once again your Twitch powers.
You do these things.
Oh, do you just mean the huge theft of syrup from like the Quebecois
Oh, yeah.
maple syrup
Probably do.
stores?
Yeah.
Syrup talk has returned.
Yeah, and a little meta syrup talk as well.
Whoa, extra syrup talk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but I've got
That's
some
what we come
flour
with.
talk for y'all.
Well,
Tell me what I missed.
Oh, you didn't
Why
actually miss
is it
anything.
up?
We did some brainstorming, and then I
Oh.
said, I've got it. We'll wait for Amanda.
Okay.
I have taken the horticulturalist. No, sorry, the horticultist. No, not even true. Taken the lovers. So sorry. To the project square. And I don't know, what does the project say? Something like this. A goal,
project.
perhaps. Nice. Okay. But Kurt had an interesting idea, which I'm going to roll with. Someone has arrived in the city.
Ooh.
Whispers are quiet at first, and day after day they grow in volume. They call him Stamen. Stamen himself. He came into town festooned in flowers. And they say that anyone who speaks to him feels this calmness pass over them. A calmness that brings with it a vitality, a brightness that like lifts the spirit immediately. The most incredible person. So pure in himself, so secure in himself that he has an alchemical impact on the people that he meets. It's high flower season. Everyone's there to fall in love and find their match. And this seems like the person that literally everybody in the city is falling in love with. Ostensibly, he is here to find his own match. And the question is on everyone's lips. Who will he end up with? Who is he going to end up with? Who will he end up with? A stamen. Where will the stamen land? Who will pollinate? And there's another whisper. It goes much less mention, because why would you remember a name like this when you have the stamen to use? Some people here and there, some who've met him, they know his name. Strange, forgettable name for such an unforgettable person. Melvin? But no one remembers to note it down. So the project is, who will end up with Melvin? Will Melvin find love?
Will Melvin find love?
Melvin, the incredibly desirable bachelor.
You didn't see that coming when we made Melvin.
I kind of did, actually.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
look, some of us saw the potential in Mel.
Some of us are into mailroom clerks.
Some of us know Vinny had it in him all along.
I was picturing Melvin with like a super cut jaw. Like he has like a really nice jaw.
Wow.
So I was actually thinking Melvin was kind of a hottie.
Super cut abs, super cut jaw.
Might be. I think he's just like a well-meaning guy. Just looking for something. So that makes sense. I like it. I rolled a 4.
By the way, guys, I think we should probably try to see if our story has an ending in the next hour at most.
Yes.
Since we already considered ending, yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yes. Okay, so 4 is pretty big. There's a lot I can do with that.
Oh boy! I can go in and out and clockwise. 4 times.
Okay, wait. Can I do 1, 2, 3, 4 for suits?
Yep.
Wow. Okay, location.
That's what they say.
Location.
Describe a new location in your community or modify an existing one. Give it a name and narrate an overview of its size, its use or non-use, and where it is in relation to the rest of the locations. So I think that there is now for the Suits a new headquarters that they find themselves at. And it is actually a shipping warehouse. And instead of the Suits kind of running the city, they actually are more now in charge, or they've expanded their operations to also include exports and imports in the city. And so they're actually handling different parcels that come in and go out. They have like an online site where you can order like all kinds of plants and flowers, and there's a lot more trade going outside of the city for the plants.
Cool. We got ourselves a shipping warehouse, folks.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I guess what do we call it? The shipping warehouse?
You can give it a name. I just put in a placeholder.
Flowers.com.
Flowers.com.
We're in the .com boom as well. Pets.com is also really big. It's a different city. Pet
Oh yeah,
city.
that's a different city that is
Yeah.
pets.
Zootopia is what it's called.
Heard of that one.
Flowers.com.
Flowers.com/lies you'll enjoy to use our promo code.
And while you're there, if you could make a note about Melvin, because that would really help us out.
And checkout process when there's like a sort of extra note section. Make a note about Melvin.
He's kind of a project for us.
Yeah.
I'm going to move plants to character, to scene, to whatever this one's on, and then to season, because I think it's time for a new season.
Season are we going into?
What season are we going into? I think this is rooting season. Roots as in like plant roots, not like a sports team or anything else. This is a grounding is what it's called, I think. Grounding is when things start to quiet for the year in some ways. Really, normally this time of year, you would have people starting to leave the city. This seasonal flourish for romance going away, but not this year. Every year, in fact, there's been less and less of an off season. And more, there's been this continued presence. And I think we find some new tradition emerging. In this cooling weather, people are celebrating sort of fall plants, and we're seeing these unusual harvests pinned to boutonnieres, and yeah, it's grounding the season, and
grounding season.
Yeah, where folks start to like settle a little and expect the traffic of tourism to calm down, but not these days. Not with the state.
So is it kind of like also grounding yourself for the fact that tourism continues, like preparing for the busy time ahead instead of it being like preparing to like chill now?
Yeah, I can imagine there being a kind of New Year's resolution analog to it, just sort of finding who you are and what you want, especially if you were not successful during,
previous season.
So I'll write that down.
Cool.
And then the mic passes.
Oh, to me, but I just went like 3 turns ago.
I know. But now it's your turn again.
A 4.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's
Watch
three
this.
fours in a row.
Oh, weird. Interesting. Number not of the beast, but of Mr. Beast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Glimpse. Okay. Glimpse is a brief picture of a place outside of your community. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go somewhere quite far outside, somewhere on the other end of the shipping lines. This is across the Great Green Ocean. And this place is called, it's a city called Byzantine. It's a golden city in the desert.
What?
Called Byzantine?
Byzantine, like Byzantine, but you switch out the Y for an E and an R. Byzantine.
Oh, I like it. It's a golden city?
Yeah. It's like all the roofs are made of gold, many of the buildings. Golden City in the desert. They have been importing a particular breed of plants created 20 years ago that can actually survive somehow in the hard and exacting conditions of the desert. No other plant can do it, but here...
How many sentences?
One. I'm really bad at punctuation. I guess I've said all my things.
No other plant can do it. If you've got something really that you were just not ramped up to yet, that was the big point, you can say it. It's okay. I went way too long on mine.
Yeah, I feel like I'm cheating if I say the whole thing when you guys have things to say, and maybe that would be more fun. Byzantine. A place where they've been importing special plants from the Garden City for years. And suddenly, plants have died.
What? All of the plants have died?
Yeah, some of them. Many, all at once.
A lot. Enough for it to be noteworthy.
Uh-huh.
Like, suddenly? Like, they just woke up one day and, like, half the plants were dead?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a mystery.
Wow, that's a mystery.
Wow.
Huh. Wow.
Shout out to Owen Wilson.
Shout out to Owen Wilson.
Owen, if you're watching, really appreciate it. And something you could do for us.
Please,
we could just,
Owen
the
Wilson.
thing that would really help us is if you made a note about Melvin.
Can everybody please tweet at Owen Wilson and ask him to make a note about Melvin?
Have you made
don't
a note about
send
Melvin?
a tweet, just start, making little bird noises.
Yeah. Oh my
What's your
gosh.
sentence?
Amanda, what's your sentence?
I mean, how am I supposed to follow that up? All the plants are dead.
It could be anything about Byzantine.
Okay. Every door in the city is made of gold.
Everybody knows that.
Okay.
What's your sentence going to be, Kurt? They import many plants all at once. Plants have died. Every door in the city is made out of gold.
Folks are wondering if the plant death was related at all to Eloise's sudden loss of power.
Sudden loss of power?
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, this is her home province, isn't it?
Oh. Whoa. Interesting.
Wow. The plot has thickened.
So to be clear, Eloise has recently had a political fall. She is from Byzantine. The plants have died. Just get the facts straight.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Across the great green oceans on the other side of the shipping lines, where this golden city has been importing a breed of plants for 20 years.
That's one sentence if I've ever heard it.
Mm-hmm. Now you've heard it twice.
All right. Well, that's the end of my overly long glimpse.
No, I liked it.
This is good.
That
added a lot. I will roll.
She will roll.
will get a
She
three.
will roll.
I got a 3.
You got a 3?
You got a 3.
Hmm.
We end with a generation round, I think, just to be clear about how the game typically ends.
Sure, yeah.
Yes.
That's generally how we would do.
Yeah. So.
Issue for the lovers.
For the lovers.
Got a project? Now they got an issue. And that's telling you something about life, folks.
Keeps on moving.
And projects always be getting issues.
The flowers have become less.
Period. That's it.
The plants have stopped producing as many flowers as they once did. And they're still lovely. You can still use them for adornment. They're still used as the symbol of uniting people together, of love. And the lovers still flock to the city. But the fact that they've become rare has also made it harder to procure them. And the fact that also so many of them are getting exported now means that they're becoming a bit more of a hot ticket item. So the people that come to the city to find their person or to live with their person or people and celebrate their love and settle here have kind of changed because you need to have a bit more income in order for you to get these flowers. So for lovers that are, I guess, less less financially successful, they tend to have more like simple plants as their flowers that represent their relationship. They're flowers. They're not really flowers, but they still call everything flowers for the lovers. And so there's kind of become like a hierarchy of lovers where sometimes if you're going out on a date with another couple, if they're at like a higher tier based on the types of flowers that they wear, they might not want to go out with you, or you might not want to go out with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Romantic classism. Welcome to the future.
The future. Very interesting. I have ideas about this. But it's not time for me to have ideas. It's time for Kurt to have ideas.
I rolled a 6.
Wow.
Wow.
Big number.
3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to event with the plants.
Wow.
I moved
Plant-based
so
event.
fast I couldn't show you guys. I'm sorry.
I'm just so quick. I'm a speedy
You
guy.
went all the way around the rondo. Whoa.
Rondo. Event.
Event. I think it's got to be big. We got to see a big thing.
Okay. Yes, I think so.
I think we see an emissary arrive who bears a symbol on their lapel that suggests. We alluded earlier that there is a flower language that sort of permeates this society. Curiously, this flower isn't one that we've seen before.
Okay.
But the emissary goes to a I want to say the now quieter, less central, less gravitas Parliament and demands to hold court. It's at this point that it's revealed that this emissary is a plant.
Just straight up a plant?
Straight up a plant, has been walking around talking, but as soon, I think there was sort of a veil worn, maybe something
So
analogous.
people didn't know that it was a plant. They thought it was a person.
Yeah, I think they were adorned in clothing that maybe it was religious in nature, maybe it was a veil. I'm not sure what people in this region of the world would traditionally see as a face covering, but they had a covered face, which wouldn't in itself have been like a huge alarm bell, but then having plant underneath, that set off a flurry of activity, huge headlines everywhere. Plant comes seeking audience.
Wow.
And of course, there's folks who say
finally
history
gets
repeats itself.
audience.
Yeah, exactly.
History repeats itself. Man or plant? Man.
The people who write the newspapers here, they are not good, you know?
How many more subtitles can we get? You gotta pitch them. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Growing.
I think, in fact, you know what? There's so much of a flurry that it's sort of like doors close on the press, and we don't know what's going on.
Days of silence from inside the Parliament.
Wow, really? So wait, has Parliament like shut down?
Parliament's gone silent. History echoes itself once more.
Parliament gone silent. History similar to the way that history was the last time, but at this time it's a different faction doing it.
Who is Melvin?
A note.
A note.
Oh my
that's
gosh.
Me. It is you.
This is huge. This is some huge news. You guys are doing big things. I haven't done anything big.
It's time to do big things.
Website and
it's true. You did this. You were like, I think there's a shipping headquarters and they're called flowers.com.
I know. I feel like I have done nothing interesting.
I have an issue for the suits.
Okay.
I just want to have a scene. Okay, I'm just going to freestyle. This is an issue for sure. Sorry.
You're giving us an issue in scene form.
Yes.
Okay.
It won't be reported until many days later because the doors to the press are closed. But very early on in the negotiations, the plant emissary drew upon a very little-known clause in the legislature. It can be done in an emergency for have an outsider request to be made king. It was just designed for military, situations where all at once needed to unite the whole country around something. It's not really used anymore. No one's taken off the books because why would you? It's very difficult to be done. You need for somebody in Parliament to step down to have you take their spot. And then you need backing from a majority of the Parliament to immediately make you king. And in what situation could this possibly happen? But the emissary, standing in the middle of the parliamentary floor, says, they talk. Speak.
Yeah.
I didn't establish.
It speaks.
Yeah, I think they speak. That seems fair.
Yeah,
if it wasn't that, if they couldn't be ID'd as a plant until
yeah, then they have to speak.
Okay, they speak.
I don't know if they're assisted by something or if they just speak like with their plant.
They quietly declare, everyone not quite sure how this message reaches their ears, but some vibrations of the air. I wish to be made king. There's unrest, guffaws from around the court. Well, ridiculous, says the head of the opposition. Someone here would have to step down. And is anybody about to step down to give this plant a position here in Parliament? Would you like to play a role?
A single golden planter tumbles off of the bench, clattering onto the ground, and a great fern rests there.
Well, this is ridiculous. I mean, this is not. They've stepped out of their seat as somebody in the majority party, led by Eloise, Queen, Mother of Power. They've clearly abdicated their seat. It's the official symbol. It's been done. The emissary walks up the steps, takes its position where the golden planter once stood moments before. Head of the opposition. Well, it makes no sense then. Are we going to vote, a majority of us, to make a strange plant? Just an alien, an abomination of nature. Our monarch? Let us vote, said the emissary. The traditional voting process began. If you were to vote for the motion to pass, you stood your seat. Vote was called. Silence in the parliament. Till a chair squeaks. Queen of Power shifts up from her seat and stands. And one by one, the majority party, been growing in power for the last 20 years until it holds a very firm majority. They all take their feet, take to their feet, and the motion is passed. For the movers and shakers, for those who tried to control power in this city, an issue is at hand. Power has been lost, not just from the suits, but from humanity itself. Seems like an issue to me.
I'll say. Whoa. Okay.
Okay. And what does Amanda do? Flowers.com begins carrying pansies.
So the flowers.com is important, just so you know, Kurt. It's an important part of this whole thing. They had to ship the plants out.
Well, they did.
But there is a promo code.
There is a promo code. You can get it. The suits.
Ooh, Amanda's moved to generation, by the way, for folks who can't see the rondel.
Wow.
Fade into the background. After the news has broke about a plant having stepped in to Parliament and been operating in secret this whole time, a plan that perhaps was set in motion many years ago when that golden potted fern first appeared on the scene. The suits have no choice but to shut down flowers.com. However, the strange thing is the website is still up, but orders cannot be placed. You can still send emails and you'll get an automatic response, but it's almost like the company was shuttered overnight. and people don't know if it'll ever return. There was no official statement made. The site just became unusable. You can't check out, but you can still see the stock. You can't speak to anyone. The phone just rings, but you can still leave messages and you can still send emails. Somehow, the lights are still on. Even the lovers that walk down the boardwalk at night, they can see the lights from the warehouse windows sparkling on the lake. Are we by a lake or are we by an ocean? Because there's flotillas. I assumed it was a lake or a river.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And there's no sounds, there's no people that you see come in or out. But it's almost like something is still there. But the suits, no one knows where they've gone.
Okay. And as one goes into the west, I have rolled a 3, and I am going to move from the lovers from issue to glimpse
The lovers.
to character generation. How strange to be standing in a city in the midst of a revolutionary change, wearing a symbol of someone else, someone whose time it is, wearing it as if it's yours, as if it's for you to communicate. Truly, it's everyone who moved away from that floriography, from that broadcasting of language, but there was one who moved first. Stamen, once called, but not always. Once just called Melvin. And some were sad to see this symbol of love and excitement in the city step down, but folks quieted when they realized that Melvin too had found a partner. Without the flowers, set them down, stood hand in hand with the Mother of Power, as she's been known. And so all set down their flowers.
Gonna roll.
Very cool.
Rolled 2.
For folks at home, a 2 could be exactly the right roll to go to generation, or Anthony could very specifically not do that.
I will resist the urge to make trouble. I will move the plants generation. I'll just say quickly that when the Parliament reopens, all are welcome to visit. There's only one who sits now, the emissary, far end of the parliamentary chambers. Those politicians who used to be the members of the most powerful party in the city, country, stand at the emissary's feet. Call themselves gardeners. They're there to serve the plants.
I think more informally this time, why don't we just, if we have a thought for an epilogue, things changing, things tying up, just like put it out into the world. But I'm not next. And that's a lesson I learned last time.
I will say that the plants around the world seem to shrink overnight. Some of them stop producing as much foliage, or as many flowers. Some of them die, like the ones in Byzantine did. And no scientist seems to be able to figure out why this is happening. But some believe it has to do with the plants declaring themselves king. While the plants prove themselves to be true forces of nature, true beings that simply want to find a sense of balance in the world again. Some believe that there are those among the plants that disagreed with this assertion, that simply wanted to live as they were, as plants, without human interaction. And so there was a culling. However, plants also come into places of power around the world as time goes on, to the point that it is not uncommon to have a few plants that are in positions of power in workplaces, in schools, in parliament. But I will not say that they speak for the trees, because to do that would be to make a Lorax reference. So I'll just leave it there.
Sure. People are still getting used to what it's like connecting with plants, crossing this barrier, but it's maybe not that surprising that the first documented instance of a meet cute between a human and a plant was the High Priestess, and a charming posy.
Human research into plants is strictly forbidden, seen as invasive and unethical. But an anonymous treatise is released some 5-6 years after King takes the throne by one E. Buckles. It outlines a series of events that most people believe to be fictional. Description of a capital city gifted with a abundance of incredible genetic stock of finest plants in the world, all brought to one place and not only grown together but bred together. A mix of the most fantastical traits one could have, and growing a mimetic fascination with these organisms, such that an entire sentient community devoted themselves to giving the plants more and more abilities. It was just due time, says the author, for plants gained the ability to simple communication, calculation, be able to interpret the vibrations in the air and to produce them themselves. It was bound to happen. It also details events took place in a basement, underground lab. Some, apparently, in the human faction had detected a growing power and had attempted to block the ability, a core nutrient in the fertilizers that were fertilizing this place was blocked and no longer able to be imported into the city, kept in storage in the basement of a key business facility. When it was released again, plants had their ability to communicate. There was immediately intense communication between the few humans that saw this ability and the plants that they first made contact with the fertilizer. And it unfolds a history of a spreading of this nutrient, this key nutrient that was needed, and an intense, passionate relationship between a few humans and the plant species that would soon come to be their rulers, their shepherds, and their protectors.
Is there anything else I want to touch on?
Doesn't have to be.
Melvin finds peace, or Stamen, as he's known now, finds peace in his new relationship. But while he did lay his flowers down many years ago and has moved on with his life, supporting his partner, helping to get the truth out to people that need to know, he does still keep a pressed daisy in his wallet. Keeping
Nice.
pressed flowers, of course, is now considered a massive crime.
Oh.
Yeah, can't
Corpse. Yeah, weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
I think that might be our story. Anything you want to add, Kurt?
Sure, gold falls out of fashion and Byzantine paints their doors a different color.
Amazing. A great note to finish on.
That would honestly make sense. I was wondering if we were going to touch on that because I was like, gold doors, gold pot. I feel like maybe that would be a bit like, how do we feel about gold?
Well, changes over time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Pot fashion changes twice in the next 20 years.
The pants have changed at least twice as well. What pants are in fashion?
Everything. Okay. Years ago, there was a commercial. We're done now. Good
Yeah,
game, everyone. I had a good story.
Good game. Good game.
Years ago, there was a commercial that said, everything about truck has changed. And it doesn't really sound quite like a sentence that makes grammatical sense. It technically, you can say that, but I can't hear plant fashion has changed in 20 years without thinking everything about truck has changed.
Everything about truck has changed.
What had changed about it? I haven't a clue.
Truck, new future.
What would you change about truck if you could make one change to truck?
I would definitely say truck could use more Melvin.
I don't know what that means.
Well, just make a note.
I'll make a note of it. I'll make a note of it. Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
The height, they should be half as tall.
Or twice as tall.
Trucks? Twice as tall.
What if they were on stilts?
Trucks. Oh my gosh. This was a fun game. I feel like we are in a mood. I think there's a lot of things happening in our brains.
What kind of mood are we in?
I don't know.
I feel normal.
I think I must have been a silly boy a little bit today. I kept saying Melvin.
Melvin, you said Melvin a lot. That's true.
I said Melvin a lot.
Guys, I've got bad news. Paleontologizing is no longer streaming.
No, we can't read.
I wanted to go right over there.
Paleontology. That's
sad. I hate to hear it.
We go to a truck channel?
Everything about it has changed, I hear.
Is Melvin streaming? Could we go see Melvin?
I'll look for any Melvins that are streaming.
In the interim, Amanda, do you have anything that you want to plug to speak out to the world?
Yes, gather round. I would like to speak out. I have new videos that went up today. I have a video where I talked about season 1 of Talamasca on my main channel. I also did a video about video games in 2025. Which ones were the best? Which one was the worst? I think you may be able to guess. And
I doubt we played any of the same games.
Yeah, maybe Kurt wouldn't be able to guess. Maybe Kurt wouldn't know. Kurt, what would you guess for worst game of 2025?
Did it have to come out in 2025?
Yes.
Oh God, I don't
That's
know
the
your
video.
taste well enough. Maybe Silk Song, and you're being like a real hot take. You just couldn't beat the first
I've
boss,
actually
and it was
never
a tough
played
time.
Silk Song, and I would like to play Silk Song.
You
I've heard
say
I would
never
really love
played
it.
like it's been out for years.
Well, I mean, I haven't played. The first game has been out for years, hasn't it?
Yeah, yes, yeah, it has.
Yes. I haven't played the new one, and I also haven't played Hollow Knights. I haven't played anything.
I'll go watch your video, see your opinion on games that I haven't played.
So, yeah, but I would like to play, and I don't think I would hate it. I'd probably love that one. So there's that, and then also on my other channel, I did a reaction to the new One Piece trailer for season 2 on Netflix, which is why I'm wearing my Chopper hoodie today. There's Chopper, Tony Chopper, character from One Piece. And yeah, that's basically it. I'll be live on Thursday. We're gonna play some Animal Crossing because there's an Animal Crossing update.
Whoop, whoop.
And I love Animal Crossing. I'm very excited. There's a hotel and you can run it. I'm like, yes, let me design rooms in the hotel.
Whoa.
That's a big update.
It's
seriously thought they were done.
No, and people were like, the double-edged sword, I guess, of this update is there's people being like, I guess that means we're not going to get a new Animal Crossing soon. And I was like, I mean, yeah, but also they're still supporting New Horizons with another update that is free that adds a whole hotel for you to run. What the heck? That's crazy.
That's cool.
Crazy. I love it. Yeah. So that should be pretty cool.
Sick. Great. Cool.
What about you guys? What do you got going on?
Well, I certainly haven't made a best of 2025 video games, but
what are you even doing?
There are some good ones. Well, mostly playing video games.
Oh, okay.
But I also make tabletop role-playing games, and this week somebody was kind enough to do a little spotlight on one of mine, so I have had a surprising amount of interest in my solo-compatible game, The Hourglass Sings, which you can find on itch.io. That's my only ad for the week, just I have games that continue to exist, and you can still find them in the same places before.
I love that.
That's cute. Thanks. You did it.
I did it. I made the game. I sent it to people.
I don't got anything to plug, you know? Except for, I don't got nothing to plug. But we should, except for a Twitch channel called Nat10s. And I'll tell you a couple reasons why we should go over there. One of them is that they're playing the session 0 of a new campaign of a Monster of the Week game. Sounds really cool. Sounds great. Fun. But also, their tags include Dice Dice Baby. They see me rolling. And then ASMR twice. No, ASMR and AMSR. So I feel like these people, they've got a whole tag technology that we've never seen before.
Oh, wow.
How many do you get on Twitch?
I don't know.
You get 10. So
yeah, that's what I thought. So they're
Wait, I forgot. The first tag is local singles in your area. So I think we should head on over to Nat10s.
They are optimizing the SEO for those tags. Local singles in your area. I never thought to tag that. That could be a funny one. I like that.
You never thought to tag that? That's crazy. Amanda.
That's wild. I can't believe that.
Wow.
I feel like there's always so many weird tags that people have. And Twitch is like the opposite of YouTube. It's like, just think of random weird things that someone might search that could bring them to you that'll be funny.
Surely
And
no one
that's
is
hard. You have to
searching.
be more creative. Local
No,
singles in your area.
Otto, we've never met these people. They could be horrible, or they could be funny and cool, and we won't know until we show up there
Which is
and give a friendly hello.
a fun game to
I
play.
like that they're called Nat 10s because it just feels like they're like, we're about middle of the road.
Yeah.
Most, a lot of checks that's still good for if you're doing a skill check, but some, if you don't have any modifiers, especially, you're going to be SOL.
Night, Jamie.
Night, Jamie, and night, everyone. Thank you
Night,
for
everyone.
joining us. Thank you to Adam for creating this game. And thank you, folks. We'll see you maybe next Monday for another episode of Lies You'll Enjoy, where we tell you things that aren't true, pretend to be people that don't exist, and hopefully you'll get a few lies out of it that you'll enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
Hopefully no one lies to you in your real life.